Well, hello there, guys. I'm just getting everything set up. Like my new start screen, I've been working on something a little special there, using some external filters, some other open source plugin projects for that start screen. Add a little motion blur. I did get that open, what was it, Yee hack? We kind of touched on it in a past stream where we hacked into a Yee Dome camera, open sourced it. I got the license and all the RTSP servers, and I'm able to filter that directly into the stream now in the OBS. So we can do some other stuff. It's a little laggy. It's like 3 seconds behind, so really makes a cool start screen though. Oh my goodness, Jalopy, not wasting any time. 10 push-ups. Oh, yeah, I think you have to wait like a minute between redemptions there, Jalopy. Oh, so so I've been working on some stuff. Sorry for the late start today. I had a 9 o'clock call that I actually missed, but I was talking to a regional manager of Xerox. So that was a lot of fun. Not for like YouTube or anything. That's for my day job. But yeah, so I just had some admin stuff. And then Monday, I had to push that stream just because of, again, my day job. They hired a new person and trying to get all of them set up. So that's why it's a little bit of an odd schedule this week. However, everything's working out great. You know, I'm feeling good today. Me and my wife just finished Picard, that TV series. We finished in like 2 days. Oh, it was excellent. If you guys hadn't seen Star Trek Picard, I know I'm a little bit behind the times here, but we just started and just finished. It's actually a really good TV show, so definitely check it out if you haven't. Great, Val. How are you doing? That's for not being here for yesterday. Yeah. Oh, man. So yeah, I actually got in, I think it was on Twitter. I'm gonna be creating a new video coming up over Linux, using Linux for content creation. I hate a lot of the terminology people use for just making videos and stuff and putting it on YouTube. But anyways, so many people like get into YouTube and then like go buy like Adobe Premiere and then all the like the whole suite of Adobe, Photoshop, and all this extra crap that they really don't need. And I think of how much money people spend on just the software side of things. And honestly, for a newbie, that's a harder path than if they just switched everything to Linux and just used free and open software. Because everything I use is free and open software. From the stream, OBS Studio, and from actually the recording, I use Caden Live still. And hey, I'm super happy with my results. Not very many people can say they get over 2 million views per month on YouTube and not use any paid software. That's kind of ridiculous. But at the same time, it's so freeing because I don't have any monthly expenses for software. I don't have any of that. So I can't wait to make that video just to showcase, and I'm going to try and gear it around all the things that you need to make videos and put it on the web, and strictly only use all the free and open software because I just think of how much time and money people waste because they don't use a lot of that stuff. It's just nuts. Yeah, and even that, Odor, like when it comes to Audacity, sometimes that kind of freaks people out. I use. I'm strapped for time, as you guys know. I don't have any time to do anything. I'm like negative time. I could literally stay up for 24 hours a day and just be 100% productive and still not run out of things to do. But what I ended up doing, instead of editing my audio through Audacity, I just use, what's it called? Audiophonic. I just throw everything in the Audiophonic and just let them do it. The first 2 hours are free, and I think I touch a little bit over 2 hours a month. I just buy the bulk blocks from them for like $10, I think, for like 5 or 6 hours. And I'm just like, well, my videos are usually between like 10 and 15 minutes, so I don't care. And I just toss it into Audiophonic, and then I come back in an hour or two, and then I just download the file and then upload it to YouTube. It does all the audio treating, background removal, normalization, and then it just spits out the file and goes, here you go, have at it. I mean, that's pretty cool. So I like that service. And honestly, if you're not producing a ton of content, I mean, 4 videos a week's still a lot. And for most people, if you're just doing 1 video a week, the free service, they just give you 2 hours for free a month, which is great. So Audiophonic is what I use for a lot of my audio. But Audacity is also really good. I've used that for background removal. And it does a pretty good job. I'm curious. I need to do another walking vlog video, and you know, I might do the walking vlog for when I talk about free and open software for creating stuff on YouTube. Yeah, I've used that in the past and just done like the noise reduction. It works really well. Normalization for a YouTube vid? What's that? It's a good one. Yeah, so many YouTube videos. Like, I look at my original content, and it's so funny, like, going through some of my videos as I've been writing a book, as you guys know, or maybe you don't, but I've been writing a book and trying to structure every video I've ever made, which I've made over 500 now. And I'm trying to get it to where someone completely new could pick up this book and then understand pretty much everything they need to know about Linux. And then not only see it in text form, but have the referring videos. So as I go through each topic, I just put my YouTube links for every video on that topic. So you can easily read and go, okay, I understand kind of distributions and package managers. But, oh, here's a video. And you can click on it. And then also, not if you don't just get it from the actual written text, you could just click that and watch the 10-minute video and then maybe flesh that out even more. So I'm trying to combine all that, give a big structure on just the written, how to understand Linux, and then transition into, hey, if you need a deeper understanding, here's a couple videos on that specific subject. And then once you get it, you can just move on in the book. And I'm trying to structure that properly. It'll probably take me 2-3 months, but each day I make sure I write at least a couple hundred words, expand out. Right now I'm averaging about a chapter a day. But as I refine and edit and all that, it'll probably get down, but I'll probably be around 20 to 30 chapters when I'm done. Hey, Sparky. Yeah, I just started, man. Yeah. What was the overhead set to? Oh, yeah, the pull-up bar. Yeah, Jalopy. Originally, I think that was the initial purpose of that. I think I might do like another USB cam for the pull-up bar. How do you build kernel patches? Computer Havoc, it just depends on what you're trying to do there, man. Sometimes, a lot of people don't actually need to patch the kernel. A lot of times, it's just adding a modular, or a module, like DKMS and those types of things. Ah, Ozzy. Linux gaming, that's right. That's right. And we'll even touch into some auto mounting and System D as well. So we'll get both those things going. Kiro, how you doing? I'm doing well, man. Doing well. Getting everything set up. I did put the Twitter post out, and I think we're pretty much set up these days. I do love the Linux box. The Linux box is getting pretty darn perfect. Still a couple little things. I think I'm gonna switch it out to a full-on window manager for the actual stream PC. But this is working really well. I like the thing. Check this out. Actually, I'm gonna come on over. Here's the start screen we started with, and this right here is really interesting as I'm actually doing stuff. Like, you can actually see everything in the background, but it's all kind of like a blur effect with like a little overlay, and that's just a fun little deal that I put together. And I got the idea from another guy that's on Twitch all the time, but he has a YouTube channel, Sam Woodall. So that guy, I think he only has like 10,000 subscribers. He's the editor for the Alpha Gaming channel, though. And he had this really cool idea for starting stream. And I just kind of took his ideas and just kind of ran with that. So I used like the filters and stuff he used, but then I just kind of changed out the overlay and did some other stuff. But the idea was his. Great guy. And he's on Twitch a lot, too. All right, we got 20 push-ups already, Sparky and Jalopy. How you get a steering wheel to work in Linux? I have a Thrustmaster wheel that I've not found in Steam Proton. Ooh, raw. That's a good one. Is that a bald spot? Not really. I've gotten like crazy hair going on. I need to get a haircut, but I haven't gotten a haircut in like 2 months. Since March. So, yeah, it's been over 2 months. So I do need to get a haircut, but I don't have a bald spot. Although when I take my headphones off, there's like an indention. There's like a headphone indention. It's hilarious now because I've got so much hair. Push-ups out of stock? No, they shouldn't be. I think push-ups. I think they're like on a time release system. Because Jalopy got one 11 minutes ago. Sparky just redeemed one, so we're already at 20 push-ups. Maybe we're just limiting it so you guys don't overload it. Hikari with the first dab of the day. Here we go. Dab time. Dab time for you, Hikari. And now we're up to 30 push-ups. All right, let's not get too far behind on the push-ups. Let's start today out right. And you'll actually get to see the overhead cam this time. I did expand that. So I've been working a bit. Every time we do a stream, I try and improve at least one thing. Same with my YouTube videos. You know, every single one of the YouTube videos, you can start from one to the next. And each time I try and improve one thing. So let's see. Actually, I think I improved 2 things this stream. Let's see. There it is. You got the little blurry camera. You got the little overhead blur. You got me on the corner. And then you got just the push-up cam. So I don't know. I kind of dig that. Now, you might be thinking, why add the blur effect? It's because that's a cheap $20 camera up there. And I do mean a $20 camera. It's a piece of crap. So, the blur effect actually makes it look better. All right, let's do it. Oh my God, we're up to 50 push-ups now. All right, let's see how many we can jam out in one go. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Oh man. Oh jeez. Killing me, guys. Ah. All right, 30, right? Was that 30? I think that was 30. We're gonna call that 30. Woo! Slower and more deep, and now we got too much stream to go. There's no more slower. I'm anxious to get that over with. Answer my question. Really want to get back to Linux. Don't have to dual boot into Windows for gaming. Ooh. What games are you playing there, Raw? Because that's really going to dictate whether or not you're going to be dual booting. ETS2. The Elder Scrolls 2? What's ETS? Oh, Euro Truck Simulator 2. It shows how much I know. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. Native to Linux. Well, that's cool. So yeah, that'll work. I mean, definitely check out everything. If you're doing everything through Steam, go to protondb.com. If you're not, you're using some external launchers like Epic Games. That'd be a good example. You can go to lutris.net. Those two are my go-tos. I mean, dual boot's fine, Michael. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with dual booting. If you hot swap drives, but that's like 0.1% of the population that's going to be actually hot swapping drives. Most people don't have that capability. So dual booting's a good introduction, or at least if you're a hardcore gamer, like like the easy anti-cheat games are a big one where you dual boot. It can break the dual boot, so it depends. I've made videos specifically on this topic. If Windows breaks the dual boot, honestly, what I would do when dual booting Windows is edit the BCD. I made a. Let me see if I can't find this video for y'all, because I swear I made it, but then again, I don't know. Windows BCD. Oh, maybe I didn't make this video. I thought I did. Windows boot. Well, I got a couple of them. Oh, hell. I think I might need to redo this. So, this is an Ubuntu video. How long is this video? When did I make this video? Oh, that's an old video. Oh, okay, yeah. I might need to redo this. All right, so how I would approach this, I thought I made a video directly over this, but apparently I didn't. Don't use Grub, don't use all the Windows bootloaders, just pretty much bypass them and use the Windows bootloader or boot MGR, or its boot manager, and modify it to include Linux. And then it doesn't matter what update happens, your money. Also, make sure you separate Windows and Linux to two separate hard drives. That's also very important. Epic Games viable on Linux? Zed, or Zidius. Let's do it, man. You know, there's an Epic Games. They're giving out Grand Theft Auto 5 for free. Let's see if we can't redeem Grand Theft Auto 5 today, install it, and use Epic Games Launcher. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've done anything on Epic Games. I always hate on Epic Games, but let's give it a whirl. Let's see what else we got. I think we can. Let's just jump right into it, right? Before we start that, I'm gonna pull up my Twitch chat just so I don't miss anything on my second screen, and we'll mirror this screen and we'll get after it. Yeah, that's very true, Hikari. If you when doing UEFI, make sure that you have separate EFI partitions on separate drives. That's very true. Otherwise, they'll trip over each other and break each other. Linux will break Windows, and Windows will break Linux if you're using a singular drive. It'll work for a little bit, and then it'll break each other. Typically, legacy and BIOS bootloaders are a little bit easier to maintain. That's just how it ended up being. All right, it's a pain to play GTA 5 Lutris. Epic Launcher, GTA 5 installer. You might get to play if it accepts your login details. Solitaire 2K. Well, let's find out, man. I always hate to tell people, oh, this just works. So this is kind of a uniquely thing about Linux. One of the reasons why I chose Linux and really went all in on my channel, because so many people in the Linux community would just say, oh, it works. Or check it out, I'm cool. And then show it working on a YouTube video. And then not tell you how they did it. This is like the most aggravating thing. And I just want to touch on this real fast. If you make a YouTube video and you just say, look what I did in Linux, and just show the final product, I will downvote you and hate on you every time. Because it was a majority of Linux content. When I got started in 2018, at the late of 2018, this was the most aggravating thing. And it's something that I saw, and I saw a massive opportunity, because so many people would just kind of brag about what they got working in Linux and then not tell anybody how they got it there. Or, you know, they would just make it up. I don't know. But so many videos were just like, look at this game playing in Linux. And then they'd have like a little, you know, just a basic readout from DXVK HUD and just say, look at all these stats in the left corner that don't mean anything. I'm cool. And that's basically what they were doing. I mean, it just made me angry to no end. I'm like, why did you even make this video? Just to inflate your ego? So yeah, I always hate on anybody that makes a video that doesn't show people how they got it done. And also why I like this live stream is we can just jump in and try it live, and you can see every single step along the way. So, yes. Oh. Real fast, 20-minute rant. I kept it. I restrained myself this time, Jalopy. It was only a minute rant. But I'm not done. No, just kidding, I'm done. All right, let's flip over to Lutris then and see what we get. Real fast. Let's go view. Oh boy. Yeah, you're never gonna stop me from the rants, Odor, for sure. Alrighty. Get our cool background. We need to increase the ambiance. And let's start with Lutris. Let's try the easy way to start with, right? I'm all about the easy way. And boom. Lutris time. Now, did I even install Lutris on this system? That's the $100 question. Oh, I didn't install Lutris. Oops. Well, let's let's get Lutris going here. What do we got? Oh, actually, you know what we're gonna do? Let's just quit that. Let's go to Lutris's wiki. If you haven't installed Lutris already, let's just go to the Lutris wiki. I forget when I reloaded this. I think it was like what, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, guys. I mean, time is just it escapes me. It seems like something I did yesterday. It was like 2 months ago. All right, let's first start with installing drivers. We'll start with that. I think I've already installed the drivers, but I don't remember. Let's just go ahead, go through all this. Okay, all that's already good to go. And I think I already got all these, but we'll just go through and install them. Yeah, I already got everything there. So we can just go move on to the Lutris runtime. Blah, blah, blah. Read all this. Oh, well. Let's see if any performance tweaks we need to do. Ooh, game mode. Let's see if we have game mode in the initial repository. Game mode. Game mode's already installed. Game mode's a big one. I did a video on that one about a year ago. That one I'm sure of. It's pretty cool. So what game mode does is it maxes out or it basically unlocks your CPU and makes sure there's no governor on it. And also it focuses your CPU to basically focus on the game and make it its top priority. So game mode's pretty cool. However, some games play worse on it. However, some games play better on it. So it just depends on your setup. So definitely tinker with it. It's not a one-shot, hey, always enable it kind of thing. But some games do have considerable performance increases by using it. It sounds like you're saying game mode. Oh, Michael. All right. Let's see if anything else. I'm not using NVIDIA on this guy. This is an RX. Message GL thread. We don't really need to mess with either. I think we're pretty much good here. Not really any tweaks we need to make. All right. I think, yeah, we really didn't even need to do anything. I already had all the dependencies and stuff in. But definitely check out the wiki when you're doing that. Let's go over. Let's see what we got here. Let's go download Lutris. All right. So we'll just add, it's a PPA. Not a big fan of PPA, but I love me some Lutris, so we're gonna go ahead and use the PPA. Don, morning, man. How you doing? All right, we're gonna install Lutris. Grab those. Looks like we're updating just some libraries, suggested packages. GStreamers, some fonts, nothing too crazy here. All right, Murray asks, I'm having a problem changing Pop! OS display manager from GSM, you probably mean GDM, to LightDM. When I reboot, I'm getting a black command prompt, and I have to do start X to get back into the DE. Yeah, the service for LightDM is probably not activating. When doing that, Murray, are you running Ubuntu? I think you can do what's called a sudo dpackage reconfigure, and then do lightdm. So something like this. Yeah, display managers are overrated. True. You can actually bypass display managers. Fun fact. But yeah, if you do a dpackage reconfigure, lightdm, something like that, you can go. So like, let's see what happens if I do that. Nothing. But so what that does is make sure it'll usually prompt to another thing, and you can just select your display manager. But let's say that doesn't work. We can do system control enable lightdm, and then it'll enable the lightdm. Am I not using lightdm here? Well, oh, what did I do? Don't just blatantly run commands. Anyways, yeah, that's weird. Makes me want to reboot. Nah, it's fine. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, the dpackage reconfigure lightdm should get you going. And then if that doesn't work, do the system ctl enable lightdm. This makes sure the lightdm display manager service starts up when your computer boots. Hence, you'll get a login screen instead of just the CLI like you're getting, and then you're good to go. But if you're right here, you can just go sudo system control start light DM, and then you get that actual display manager to prompt up too. So anyways, that's how you do that. So getting back to it, we've installed Lutris, right? I think we installed Lutris. Did we install it? Yes. I am actually a Lutris donator. I love me some Lutris. All right, cool. Lutris is up and going. I didn't intend this to be a Lutris configuration stream, but you know what? I forgot I didn't install it, so. What do we got? What do we got? Manage runners. Let's configure Lutris. We're gonna go ahead and do preferences. System info. Anything crazy we want to do? No. Nope. Yeah. Pretty much all the defaults look pretty good, but we're gonna change one thing here. I have another drive dedicated to games. So we're gonna go over to the media folder. I wonder if it'll pull in those games. God, that'd be nice. Games. Okie doke. Save. Alright, cool. So I actually have some games in there. The crappy thing about Lutris is it doesn't just read an existing install, because these games have actually already updated and installed. But whenever I go to reinstall them, all the other files will be there. So it might overwrite some of the launcher files when I do the installation. But past that, it would be a pretty quick update. Turbo. GTA 5 does not work great on Linux. Works much better on Windows. Suggested it for free and tried both. Well, let's just try it right now. It's a Ubuntu server. So you know how much crap I always talk on Ubuntu. Here's what we're working with. Before we get going, we haven't rebooted in 4 days. It's using a custom kernel, of course. I've done something to the kernel. Desktop environment is technically awesome window manager. I use Unity so we can have Qt and GTK apps and the theming be universal. Everything else pretty standard on this guy. So yeah, but this is just a basically Ubuntu server install with nothing, and then I just added everything after the fact. So let's go to Lutris, pull it up, and let's do Grand Theft Auto 5. Let's see if anybody Grand Theft Auto search. Grand Theft Auto 5. All right, let's see. Epic Games version. Yeah, let's install this. Let's see what happens. Install. GTA 5, install. So this is the reason why we're using GTA 5 is it's free on the Epic Game Store. I saw a commercial for it. So if it's free and people say it runs like poo in Linux, well, let's just see. I mean, everything here says it works flawlessly. So, which is it? We're gonna find out. Yeah. Kiro's gonna have like a rage quit moment if it just like installs perfectly and plays great. That would be hilarious. It's totally not, but let's just find out, shall we? You'll get to try it out. The only time I won't be able to show my screen is during the login process, as I try and at least be somewhat responsible with my credentials. Somewhat being the key word there. GTA 5 on Linux plays much worse than Windows. So, oh, well, I don't agree with that. I think it'll run just as good. I remember the first time someone told me to play GTA 5. So I think it was actual configuration stream, or no. Someone was asked in a YouTube comment, and it was one of my first channels was starting out. So this would have been early 2019, and they said I couldn't get GTA 5 to work properly. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I can get that going. So I tried it, and then I did an entire configuration on it. And it was part of like a whole series I had, and it was Windows games on Linux. And I showed how to do certain modifications using just like Steam launch options. And the big thing about GTA 5, and I showed like a before and after, was a lot of people were leaving eSync on. And eSync works horribly with GTA 5. You'll get a lot of stutters, and you'll get a lot of frame drops, and the frame times are going to be really inconsistent. That's horrible. Don't do that. That's bad. So what I ended up doing was disabling eSync, and then I don't even think I used a custom Proton on that one, and that fixed most of the issues I was actually having. All right, let's Yeah, that's right, Hikari. The Unity DE value fixes system tray options for Electron applications. I did not know that. Good to know. Any recommendation for games in terminal? Games in terminal. I'm trying to think. Not sure what you're asking. There's also GameHub. Like there's Lutris, GameHub, games in terminal. Are you just talking like launching a game in Linux? I mean, if you don't want to use like a front end, you just pop open terminal and just run the command, right? Or are you talking like, oh, ASCII Tetris and stuff? Oh, CLI games. Yeah, I don't play CLI games. That's funny though. Yeah, it's probably time for me to re-up and do some more tweaks, gaming tweaks in Linux. I do have a video coming out about like 2 essential tools coming out sometime this week. I think they revolved around Mango HUD and Custom Proton. So there's that. Oh, let's put that over there. And before I do anything here, let's go chat, shall we? And gosh, I gotta remember my ID, don't I? What is my ID? Gotta black out my screen here for a minute, guys. Epic Games. Oh, that's right. Okay. I hate Epic Games, by the way. Did this work? Yeah. All right, here we go. Primary. All right, so we should have free now. GTA 5, that's what we wanted. Yeah. Okay, got it. Get it. Got it, get it good. Loading your order. Perfect. Coupon. I just received a $10 off coupon. I'm still not gonna buy anything from Epic Games. Use Steam. that's my recommendation. Oh, there Michael's up to his old tricks. Thanks so much for the gift subs there, Michael. Much appreciated. Holy crap, this is a 100 gig game. Oh, sad face. Yeah, if you get a sub from Michael, be sure and thank him. Michael's awesome. All right, let me think here. What has happened with Epic Games? I installed it on a drive that does not have enough room. Crap. Oh, poop. I think we need to throw it on the backups. Oh, That's okay. That's okay, guys. We'll just remove this. Yes. Start over because I put it on the wrong drive. And we'll go to media and backups. This one has 3 terabytes, so we're gonna have some space. It'll join the ranks of Fallout 76. Ah. Keep in mind that SSD does literally nothing for GTA 5. The game still uses just as long to load. Oh, man. That's funny. Oh. Yeah, this is an old game. I think what we can do, though, I think I have these files elsewhere on the network. So we're not going to be sitting here installing GTA 5 all day long. Could always just play Tux Racer. That's true. You know, I don't think I've ever installed Tux Racer. I know that's blasphemy to Linux users, but I'm a big fan of my proprietary games. Yeah, Super Tux. It's gone through so many iterations over the years. It's amazing. A lot of the time and effort they've put into it. Shenanigans. Oh, Michael Gifton, Kuro sub. It's awesome. I love you, Michael. You're awesome, man. All right, now we got GTA 5 actually installed where it should be installed. Oh, crap. I never did kill this, did I? All right. Yes. Yes, that's true, Sparky. Michael is. Michael has made this Twitch channel successful by himself. and also like Tara and Slider and Sparky. Having you guys in chat and just chatting back and forth is probably the biggest reason why I do this. Just because the interaction I get with just talking to you guys, getting ideas, people popping into chat saying, hey, I'm having this problem with X, Y, and Z. That is probably the biggest thing. When it comes down to having that direct interaction is awesome. Like, you probably single-handedly saved my sanity. And the fact we got a push-up cam, you're also saving my health. Otherwise, I'd probably be sitting down this whole time, working on videos, slowly going mad. And, yeah. Nobody likes that. That's no good. Ah, no. Did that not work? Oh, I'm already on primary. Oops. I was like, why isn't that switching? I'm pressing the wrong button. Oh, yes. I'm at 30 push-ups right now. We're going to knock out some push-ups on the update time. So I'm going to grab my... Is my password already in there? No. All right. Almost done here, guys. Just signing in. Using my super secret password. Alright, now we're signing into Epic Games. Here we go. Now, I think on my main PC, I have all of this. So, while that's doing just like the initial launch, let's SSH into the old PC, shall we? If I can. Whoa. Or actually, we don't even need SSH. Let's just use our file browser, shall we? I think we'll just use SFTP. And this will be the other PC. Now, let's check out our games library over here. GTA 5? Where are you at? Oh, I think it's part of Steam's library. Steam apps, common. So this is another PC. I'm always nonchalant about just flying through and killing everything, just because I know I got a backup somewhere. Okay, so it's not on my 1 terabyte. I might have deleted GTA 5. Well, poop. Let's double check here. 1 terabyte. I know it's not on 256, right? Let's check. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't play anything on that. Oh, yeah, Hikari. Yeah, no. I could just mount the Steam drive. God, it would play like poo, though. That's a long run. That's over 100 feet of like 30-something meters. So, and it's not, I think I had like rats in the attic at one point in time, and I think they chewed through part of the cable, because the transfer speeds sometimes degrade to like 100 megabit. Yeah, it's not 1 gig, man. It's about, it's almost equivalent to internet speeds. Yeah. Because of how I need to run a new line, but I had a bunch of spray-in installation done in the attic, so it's just everywhere, and I just like refuse to deal with it. I mean, honestly, it'd be probably faster to do Wi-Fi transfer. That's how bad it is. So, crap. All right, well, let's see how long this takes. Maybe there's hope yet. Let's go to downloads. Huh. This Epic Games, did it bug out on me? What's going on here? Downloads? Come on. Give me another screen. Oh, here we go. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, I'll just run a conduit but this is to my inside PC, Michael. No, if it was just this run, no problem. But yeah, no, we're talking about an inside PC. My main PC is where I would sit and play most of my games. As most times when I'm gaming, I'm not streaming. I know that's like counterintuitive to Twitch. Here, we'll go chat, because this is gonna take a bit. It's gonna take a minute to download all that. Although I do have a good connection, real good connection. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab this guy. We can look at it. Click on downloads. Okay. Oh, yeah. We'll do some push-ups too while we're waiting. How to learn to make games. That's a fun one, Kuro. That's actually how I got started in high school. I was really big into computer programming, huge into C++. Really one of my favorite things, man. Right now this is downloading at about 11 megabytes per second. So I'm getting the full pipe here. Full write is about 200 megabytes a second as well. So this is actually coming down really, really fast, and the read and writes are actually going pretty quick. So we probably will make this on this stream, which is surprising. We'll see if it messes up the stream or if we get any buffering. I don't see anything though. Ever since I switched out from the cable connection to the Fios connection, man, it's been a lot better. Fiber optics is like light years ahead of any cable connection. Even though the cable one had a higher down, I got like 300 down, I think is what I was paying for. No, I was gigabit. It's full gigabit, but it sucked. The latency, the jitter on the cable connection, it was really inconsistent. Getting rid of that and going to technically a lower one was actually really good. Hey, thanks for the sub, Active. 5 months, man. Man, time goes by fast. Oh, I had less than 500 kilobytes at time and slowed down transmission. So it really depends on how you're doing your transmission. Like I'm keeping an eye on my bit rate, and my bit rate's just hanging out right at 5K, you know, just solid line. But if I started to see like big peaks and valleys in my bit rate as I transmitted, I know, hey, I need to cull back that download. I need to throttle it. But I also do, my day job, I think a lot of people ask, but I'm an IT manager, but I've done a director position. I've done senior system engineer. I've been a lead engineer on a lot of products, such as VoIP telephony solutions, networking side of things. I'm fairly advanced. So what I've done is a full quality of service here at the house, set it up like an enterprise environment to where I can do extreme things like downloading a massive 100 gig game or ISO for a certain Linux distribution, whatever it might be. I can do that, stream, and you see no, degrading quality when doing the stream. Even though I'm like almost maxing out that pipe, because it'll always try and keep a little bit of a buffer on that pipe. And also having a clean internet connection is very important. I don't have very much jitter and those types of things as well. So that's why you always have it, and always watch back. I try and pull up every stream after the fact just to kind of spot check quality, because you just never know. But quality service, a lot of people like say, oh, I don't need that. Oh, it's fine. But no, I have to have my QoS. It's very important not to max out your pipe, because then you get, and anything can max it out. Like I want to just specify, if you have a Windows PC in your environment, QoS is needed, because those Windows update services will max out your pipe, and it will download and update any time. Even if you say only update at like 6 p.m., those downloads will probably happen during, business hours. And yeah, don't trust that, man. Don't trust that at all. QoS every time. Just you, Mira. Just you. Sometimes Twitch does have hiccups, especially since it's under a really heavy load. Sometimes you have to do a refresh of the stream every once in a while, I've noticed. I've been watching a lot more Twitch because the Twitch community and how you interact with streams and all that stuff, there's like their own little lingo, and I still have a lot to learn. Still have a lot to learn about Twitch. It's really interesting, and to be frank, I like Twitch better than YouTube. I know that's like blasphemy, but it's just a lot more fun when it comes to like the interaction, the community, and how easy they make it. I think that's probably why you see so many broadcasters on Twitch and not really that many people on YouTube, because YouTube, there's a huge learning curve, and just to put out stuff, I mean, there's a lot of effort that goes into that. Where Twitch, it's pretty darn low bar, and the live streams here are just better. And I hate live streaming on YouTube. I do want to live stream at least once a month on YouTube, but the whole back end of YouTube, what you don't see on those live streams, is It's just a mess. I mean, Google needs to get their crap together. I challenge you to go mess around with the Godot engine. Oh, yeah, all right. I can do that. To be frank, you have to change your name. Kappa. Twitch has its own lingo, yeah. Like, it took me forever to figure out Kappa, which is like the biggest thing. Like if you want to learn one thing about the Twitch community, learn Kappa. That's it. And basically, it just means not serious. It's garbage. I had to use it today for something. Ooh. Yeah, the new YouTube streamer interface is horrible. Terrible. Agreed. It is, like, awful. So what the new interface does, a slight rant here, it has new stream keys every time you start a stream. And then, like, it has this spool up period where you go live using this new key, and then it shows your preview of your stream, and then you click live, and then it puts you live. But the problem with that is most of the stuff is configured through OBS, and you don't want to use just a webcam or some crappy thing. So to tie all that in, you're going into your config on OBS, changing the stream key, then hitting live, and then coming back to the web interface, and then saying start stream, and then you have this massive latency. Twitch, it's dang near live. Like when you guys are chatting, I see the chat, I respond. There's a buffer there. But with YouTube, it seems like it's 3 or 4 times as long, even though I've enabled low latency mode in YouTube. Twitch's backend and its infrastructure when it comes to live streaming is just superior to YouTube, which is crazy to me. Like Google has probably some of the best transcoding servers. It has the best transcoding servers in the world. And what it can do with video is amazing. The fact that they just miss so bad on live streaming it just boggles my mind. I was like, what is the deal? Why does YouTube streaming suck so bad? Like, it's like nobody up at YouTube has ever live streamed before in their life. Like all they need to do is just hop on Twitch and go, oh, okay, I see what they're doing. And then just take that, copy it, because everyone copies each other in this. Holy balls, what is that? 20 gifted subs from Michael. Thank you, sir. Holy crap. Oh, give me a start. I just saw my whole screen spool. Thank you again, Michael. But, I mean, the streaming on YouTube, it's such a miss. I don't understand it. I don't understand why it's like that. It was negative 12 seconds. Ugh. I tell you. Hush your mouth, Sparky. I'd take my shirt off for I don't know, 20 gifted subs if requested. I have to disagree, Chris Titus. I can watch a YouTube stream at 1080p, and I can only watch Twitch at 360 480p. Texman. That's interesting. It depends on the stream, Tex. This should be at 1080p. Who's watching this at 1080p? You can watch Mixer all day at 1080p. So it's really interesting to see the divide with I don't know what are we at? What are we in, by the way? I forgot. Oh, we're in science to technology. Let's go to Let's Chatting, because I'm actually going to chat for a bit as we're just downloading a game. I'm actually changing the category. I know, blasphemy. Oh, it's just chatting, not Let's Chat. All right, I actually changed the category that we're in. So yeah. It depends on where you're at in the world. It depends on where the servers are. So for me, It doesn't matter. I'm in Dallas, Fort Worth. We're a central hub. Basically, the backbone of the internet runs through Dallas, Fort Worth. So for me, I always get 1080p, whether it's Twitch, YouTube, or Mixer. But depending on where you're at, the closest server for that specific one, because they all use what's called content delivery networks, and they have, you know, servers all over the world. And depending on your location and your internet connection, it just depends. But yeah. Don't forget to do an extra stream this month. Yes, I will for sure, Michael. We actually meet all the requirements for Twitch partner. I just need to stream more days. Oh, that's right. You're in McKinney. Why are you at 360? What are you using? I bet you got like. Don't tell me text. I'm gonna guess your internet. Drunk stream Friday night. That's totally gonna happen, by the way. Oh, not this Friday night though. And I gotta reschedule next Monday's stream too, because it is Memorial Day, I think it is. So, but I'll let you in on that in a bit. I bet you got like 360p, 480. I bet you're running internet like CenturyLink or Grande Communications, or you're in a subdivision that has a really limited internet provider. What are you rocking? Am I close here, Michael? I bet you're rocking some type of cable connection, or you could even be rocking, if you're really out there, you said McKinney area, if I remember correctly. I bet you could even be, nah, you're not using DSL. No? Are you doing like AT&T Fios? If you are, I'm gonna just like come through this screen and be like, liar. Because I got AT&T Uverse, man. It should be coming in at 1080p. UbiFi. What is UbiFi? What? What is this? This UbiFi you speak of? Unlimited. Oh, you're on 4G. Ew. Why? Why do you do this to yourself, Tex? What? UbiFi? Oh, gross. This is just gross. 4G LTE internet. Oh. Ew. No. Oh, man. Gross. Yeah. 4G internet. Yuck. Oh. Oh, man. I'm sorry. Sorry. Jeez. Get DSL, man. Just anything would be better than cell phone internet. Cell phone internet is like horrible. So like what happens, like I bet your internet has decreased like 30%. You remember that I this past weekend I made your internet's getting slower. Your internet definitely is, Tex, because what's happened during this pandemic is so many people have gotten on the cell phone towers. They're all running at max capacity, lowering everybody's internet speed. So you've probably noticed a substantial slowdown during this whole thing. And also it's very, very inconsistent. Yeah, 4G internet is like a last resort to me. Just to showcase how much of a last resort it is, I prefer satellite internet over 4G a lot of times. Unless I get really strong signal, or I'm right in the heart of the Metroplex, or I'm right next to a cell phone tower. A lot of times I'll actually pick satellite over 4G internet, just because of how inconsistent 4G internet is. You live in the country, I get it, man. But getting like a backup DSL line or something like that totally would be a lot better for you. Or even satellite. Now, satellite can be, obviously, residential satellite's a different thing altogether. Residential satellite sucks. Don't get like HughesNet or Direct TV satellite. Those are just garbage. I'm thinking on how I would probably go DSL if obviously pricing's a concern, but if pricing wasn't a concern, I probably would. Heck, you might even check ISDN or even pushing through to actually tie into an existing one. Even radio could be a little bit better than 4G. Sometimes they have directional radio internet that you can get out in the country. I set that up for somebody out in Ferris, Texas. It was a big business, and somebody down the road had a full T1. So I actually orchestrated and set up directional antennas. So on one side, they're about a quarter of a mile away, but pretty much no line of sight issues, no tree cover or anything like that. And I set up a directional antenna to tie into this other T1 directly over the air. And he didn't see much of a decrease in speed, actually. Directional antennas work pretty darn good. Oh, yeah, 4G. I mean, I get it. 4G is all you can do. Oh, my next door neighbor was on HughesNet. He's on UbiFi now. Yeah, don't go HughesNet, don't go DirecTV. But there are good internet, satellite internet providers out there that can give you consistent experience. I mean, your downloads link's still going to be not great, but at least it'll be probably a little more consistent than some 4G. But that just depends on what you got. For most people, that's a little too expensive. I think it'd probably be $200-$300 for decent satellite internet a month. So you get what you pay for. You're on directional. Yeah, directional can be pretty solid. There's nothing available out here. I was on radio and it was too difficult to hit the radio tower. Yeah. If you got a lot of tree cover, I could see that. That sucks. Yeah. So here's something that some people probably don't know about me. I am obsessed, even though I probably could never convince my wife to do this. I'm obsessed with like just buying a crap ton of land, moving to the middle of nowhere, and then just living. Now, again, I don't think I could ever sell my wife on this, but it'd just be cool to just move out to nowhere and then do it. The only drawback I have, and the only holdback other than my wife not wanting to do it, would be internet. I have to have good internet, and for me, I would tether together a bunch of multiple different types of internet. So satellite, radio, 4G. If I was out in the middle of nowhere and those were my three options, I probably would choose all three, because there's certain situations where one is better than the other. So like if I'm doing a stream like this, I would need a really good upload, and certain ones would perform better than others depending on the circumstances. So yeah. It's something I always ponder upon, and there's different solutions for each one. The GTA 5 download. Let's see how we are actually performing here. Yeah. It's here, I'll show you guys. I mean, it's coming down pretty consistent. It's not too shabby. We got a decent download rate. Writes pretty solid. Reads nothing too crazy. Although I don't know. That might be another. We might have to follow this up on Friday's stream. We'll see. But yeah, that's how the download's coming. Your directionals will go 7 kilometers. Oh, that's a long ways. But I'm only going about 200 meters. Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm so glad I do not have to worry about internet speed anymore. 500 megabyte or megabit fiber. Oh, yeah. You getting up and down 500 megabit, I'll be jealous. You're just getting 500 down, I don't care. The synchronous internet, that's where it's at. I think Hikari is the one in Norway they do synchronous, where they give you the down and the up. Here in the States, it's all kind of like, it's all about the flash of the download. And then I'm like, yeah. What's your upload speed though? And a lot of people are like, well, it's 10 megabit. And I'm like, ooh, that's gross. That's gross, man. So a lot of people are like, I'm running 1 gig downloads in here in the States, and then they have like 10 meg upload requests. It's pretty bad. I would take a 50-50 fiber over a gigabit down any day of the week. I love my upload speeds. I love having consistent high upload speeds. It's a major issue here in the States. In America, it's a big, big issue because they throttle the hell out of upload speeds, and it can be very, very inconsistent. That's why I'm always talking trash on cable providers, specifically Spectrum. Spectrum's complete garbage. Hot garbage. I choose AT&T over Spectrum. And AT&T sucks too, but it's better than Spectrum. Have you ever tried Fedora Cinnamon? I have not tried Fedora Cinnamon, Myra. Cinnamon I haven't used that much prior to the Linux Mint series, so old Linux Mint back here. I've been sticking with Cinnamon, and really, I like the simplicity of Cinnamon. That's why it's always like my go-to, why I recommend it so much for any new user. And Cinnamon does a great thing. Now, a lot of people, I guess, I think a lot of people know this, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Cinnamon is created by the Linux Mint team. So, Linux Mint team creates the Cinnamon desktop environment. So, when you're on Fedora, technically, that's Linux Mint, the Linux Mint team desktop environment on Fedora. So, yeah, I love the simplicity of Cinnamon. Especially for Windows users coming over to Linux. It's just such an intuitive interface. It's my highest recommendation, actually. Only $125 a month. Ooh, that's not bad. 1.5 gig down, 1 gig up. Oh, only 125, man. I'd jump on that in a heartbeat. Mad Mag, hey, love your YouTube channel. All the job you've done about Linux. I have a question. Is there any way to switch from Manjaro KDE to Manjaro Awesome and create a DE similar to yours without reinstalling the whole system? Mad Mag. Fun fact, I was on Manjaro KDE the very first time I did this. And yes, you can. So the big thing, and actually I'll go full screen here so you can see this. Oh yes, we need to do some push-ups. I'm gonna do some push-ups after I show them this. We'll go over to GitHub, and we're gonna show exactly what you need to do exactly what you're talking about with Awesome Window Manager and KDE. The cool thing about doing this too is if you mess up, it doesn't matter. You can just boot right back into KDE and be right where you were at. So let's go over to, man, I am on GitHub so much these days. I love me some GitHub, even though it's owned by Microsoft. All right, so you follow these instructions here, right? This is what I run on pretty much every video you see me on here. Heck, even on Linux Mint, I went ahead on, what was it, last stream we did that, guys? Where we modded out Linux Mint and put this on here. And that was running Cinnamon, so you can do this on pretty much any system. But the big configuration change you need to make, do I even put it in here? Oh, I don't even have it in here. I need to edit this. Let's edit it live. Let's fix this live here. We're gonna go into our .config directory. There's one file you need to change, and it's under config, and it's under apps Lua. And I'll make this larger here. Oh crap, did I change Vim to my editor? Oh, I did. What was it? Oh man. What was oh, I forgot the command. Increase view size Vim. What do we got? Can you guys beat me to it? Control W and pipe. Or no. How do you change the view? Font size in Vim editor. That's hilarious. I changed this so much that I always forget. Control Shift Plus. That's what I was doing. All right, Control Shift Plus. That's what. All right. Back to Control Shift Plus. Nope. What did I do? I think I changed this hotkey. All right, well, never mind. I changed my hotkeys around. Oh well. If you go full screen, you should be able to see this. Actually, you know what? Let's just quit without saving. I got a better idea. I get a little ADD on my streams. A little? A lot. All right. All right, let's go to, or in our home directory, we'll go .config. Awesome. Configuration. And we need, oh, what is it? apps.lua. So we'll just do gedit apps.lua. Oh, I wasn't in Vim. I was in this one. Oh, goodness. All right, I'm fired. That's funny. All right, I'm going to change this preferences here, and we're going to get this looking a little prettier here. That's funny. That's funny. All right. All right. So in here, you have KDE Fedora. Getting back on track. KDE Fedora. In here, you'll see this poll kit. This in the config, this is the only line you really need to change. The poll kit is going to be different. I use either GNOME or Mate poll kit by default. The KDE poll kit is going to be different. If you're using Manjaro, your syntax should be, let's just cancel out of that. It should be sudo, or actually you don't even need to do sudo. I think you can just go pacman-q grep poll kit. And that would grep your installed packages, or maybe it's QI. Anyways, you do that, you grep your poll kit, and KDE's poll kit's a little differently, and you'll change out that poll kit in that one line to the KDE poll kit, and then you can use KDE for the authentication instead of GNOME or Mate like I'm doing. And that's it. That should be it for the differences. All right, back to it. All right, what did I miss? Let's make a deal. I'll bring my laptop and a beer, and we can stream and set up Linux setup on a secondary hard drive with awesome window manager setup. I'm an Amazon driver. I work a lot. We could set something up. All right, Tex. I'm down. That'd make for a good stream. We've opened up, so it's really interesting to see a lot of the things. But I mean, so even though we have like my high rise, it just depends on where you're at. In the high rise building I'm in, it's about 16 floors, roughly 30 businesses. Out of the 30 businesses, about 2 have come back. So even though we've opened back up, most of the wealth, or those that have really, really high-end jobs, most of them have not. Most of them are still staying at home and just working remote, just kind of seeing how everything plays out. But your average line level employees are pretty much back at work. You have almost everybody back at it. I've kind of just been waiting a couple weeks just to wait and see what the cases do here. However, it takes about, it takes about 2 weeks of incubation time when it comes to COVID to get infected. So we open back up at the beginning of this month. We're coming up on 2 weeks. We've seen a slight increase in cases, but not crazy. It hadn't been exponential growth, but it hadn't actually like gone down either, of course. And I'm just curious to see what happens with all of it. Wait and see. I think by the end of this month, we should have a really good bead on its effects. So, yeah. I mean, you can use Texas as a guinea pig to what happens. But as long as everybody's responsible and, don't go around sneezing on a whole bunch of crap, I mean, we should be fine. And, I still keep my distance from most people. I think there's a line there. I think too many people think black and white. Like, hey, you either stay at home or you go over here and just go crazy. I'm not gonna go out to a bar or anything and be around a crap ton of people. I think that's dumb. But at the same time, if you go out, you can do it and take precautions. You'll be fine. I mean, yeah, there are some people, some people out there that just go ham and just go all over the place. But I think most people are pretty responsible. But there are some out there that are just like, it's all a hoax. That's what some of them say. I'm like, all right, that guy's crazy. I'm staying away from him. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think that's the big thing about all this, is if you're careful, you just don't go ham. I mean, just be careful. I don't think everyone has to stay at home. Just don't go licking any doorknobs. Try to keep your distance around people, Don't go hugging a whole bunch of strangers. Yeah, most people do lack common sense. All right, yes. Push-up time. Let's get after it. It is time for some push-ups. Woo. All right, 20. Pretty good. Try and breathe sometimes during it. Sometimes I forget. Yeah, the Sky Camera actually has a blur effect on it. So the whole reason for the blur effect was specifically so I could do this on my start screen. Bam. So that's my start screen. I might take it off the actual, might take it actually off the push-up cam. I just kind of want to toss it up there. I don't know. I'm crazy. Let's see what we got. That was 21. Yeah, I can't count ticks. I started programming at 8 years old. Wow, Michael, I did not know that. Probably the easiest virus to write, if anybody's interested in that, is a rabbit virus where it like replicates itself inside. Windows systems have a really hard time dealing with those, and most antiviruses won't actually test positive for them. So there's still a lot of things you can write to actually crash a system that pretty much every antivirus will just think it's just a command being run. But rabbit viruses would probably be the easiest to crash a system with. I'll use the blurred live CTT ceiling cam as my wallpaper. Already. That's awesome. Replicates itself inside. We call that a worm. Oh, fair enough. I'm not big in the actual hacker community or any of that. I think back in the day, back in my day, back in the 90s, I think was the last time I looked at writing that type of stuff. Chris wrote a virus would be a squirrel virus. You ain't wrong. You are not wrong, sir. Oh. Do you recommend Linux Mint? Hell yeah. It's perfect for Windows users coming to Linux, man. No doubt about it. There's some people that I delivered 5 to 10 things a day. Holy crap, Tex. Orders 5 to 10 things a day? What? Like 10 separate orders, Tex, or just 10 items? Holy smokes. That's nuts. How much do you gotta be consuming? It just seems like bad planning. Like, do they just like submit an order and hit checkout and then go to the next order and check it out again? That's just nuts. That's just nuts, Tex. It's kind of wasteful too. Kind of pisses me off, to be honest with you. Yeah, Manjaro is a fun one. So I think like when I recommended Manjaro, oh yeah, my video that says the best gaming distro, and I recommended Manjaro mainly because the performance in Manjaro is stellar. Like it's awesome. Like if your like main goal is gaming in Linux, which I mean most people's aren't, but let's say it is, Manjaro is probably a great place for those hardcore gamers because you're going to be able to get probably some of the best performance out of anything, and you're on the bleeding edge. So I love Manjaro, even though I don't mention it very often. In my opinion, Linux Mint is Ubuntu done correctly. No argument here. Do you have dual boot Windows Linux? On my Inside PC, I dual boot Windows and Linux. I actually did an update recently from 1803 to 1909 on the Inside PC, and it went off without a hitch. Even though I got like 5 drives in that system, I totally figured I'd mess things up, but it actually upgraded all right. Oh, 5 to 10 packages is 5 to 10 orders. Holy crap. Yeah, that's nuts, Tex. Oh my gosh. Gaming on Linux, what fantasy is this? You know why that, you know, let's go back to full screen. I want to deliver on the whole gaming on Linux today, because I feel like I've betrayed your guys' trust. We're gonna leave Epic Games Launcher going. Let's see what do I have on Steam? Let's play something, right? All right, what do we have? We got Baldur's Gate 2. Doom Eternal doesn't work anymore. They did a de novo update. Yeah, they broke it. Those jackwagons. They broke Doom Eternal. Skyrim, of course. Getting Over It. Gremlins, that's a good group game. It's been a while since we played that Hikari. We'll get Black Hat, Hikari, and get you guys get up and going. I think it was late last year last time we played. Hollow Knight. Oh, I love me some Hollow Knight, man. Path of Exile, another great one. Shovel Knight, and then Warframe. That's a fun one. What are we thinking? I'm thinking Baldur's Gate 2, if we want to go old school. Now, this is a native Linux game, so that's kind of not really showcasing gaming on Linux, but I just love the game. And I haven't gone back and beaten the enhanced edition. I've only beaten the original edition. So, Skyrim, that's always a classic. Getting Over It, if you want to troll me. And then probably like Hollow Knight. I think between those 4 is what we choose. So, Baldur's Gate 2, Skyrim, Getting Over It, Hollow Knight. Let's let's see what we got. I'm gonna pull up chat and then I'm gonna put up a poll here. All right, we'll go Baldur's Gate 2. And then we'll go Skyrim, of course. Classic. What was the other one? Hollow Knight. It's been a while since I played Hollow Knight. One of my original streams was Hollow Knight Hardcore mode. That was fun. I got all the way to, I think, like almost to the end of the game, and then I died. I got a little overconfident and then wiped myself out. That was great. Oh, what was the fourth game I was going to choose? Oh, Path of Exile, of course. And I'll throw Warframe in there just in case. Here we go. Bam. See what the everyone decides on. Oh, crap. I forgot Getting Over It. That's right. Oh, I think the poll is at the top of the stream there. Start a new poll. All right. I'm gonna ditch Warframe since no one voted for that, and we're gonna go between the top two. And I'll throw ahead and put Getting Over It in. I think between Skyrim and Baldur's Gate 2, a lot of people, man, that makes me happy. I love me some Baldur's Gate 2. Ah, such a great game. I think we're gonna do the winner versus Getting Over It. I think that's what we'll do, which is gonna be Baldur's Gate 2. Well, I don't know. Skyrim's making a surge. All right. I think we did Getting Over It last year. It's been a while. Been a long while. Yeah, if you're wondering about what game is working in Steam, go to protondb.com. ProtonDB has pretty much every single little minor tweak you can get to get the absolute best performance out of your game. All right, we got Baldur's Gate. It's going to be Baldur's Gate versus Getting Over It in the finale here. All right, the gaming on Linux finale. Getting Over It. You want to troll me? Getting Over It versus Baldur's Gate 2. Bam. Oh, here we go. Zed it. The tit up. I love mispronouncing things. I followed you a while on YouTube. I switched to Linux for gaming. Most of it went well, but it seems some new games will have to wait for Proton fixes, etc. Zet, I think you are correct there. It just depends on the game. It also depends if it has like easy anti-cheat. Those are the two drawbacks to gaming on Linux. It's not a perfect solution, but they've done a really, really good job with it. You guys, I swear, anytime I make a troll poll like option. You guys choose it every time. It's like the time I was like, hey, what game do you want me to play? And I put like Fallout 76 in there, and then like 15 votes for Fallout 76, and then like everything else got like 1 vote. You guys just like me to suffer. That's what it is. Oh, Jackbox Games is a good one. That's a really good one for all audience participation games. I love Jackbox. That's a really good one. Oh, you never heard of Getting Over It. So what Getting Over It is, I'm still hoping maybe Baldur's Gate will make like a run at here at the end. It's yeah. Have you tried Jackbox Games on Linux? As I type it, I don't know if Jackbox is on Linux, but we could always use Moonlight, or I have it on PlayStation 4. I can just pull it into here. Using, do you guys remember when I did that? When we did the Moonlight directly into Linux. So actually I streamed that all the way from inside to here using PS4. So I can remotely control my inside PS4 directly from here. We could play like Final Fantasy VII Remake, or we could play Jackbox Games and those types of things. So yeah, I have Jackbox on PlayStation 4, so we can just stream it from there. That's why we let you do push-ups. That's true. Copy the list and use them next time. Yeah. You got it, Sparky. Oh, Jackbox did release on Linux. Good to know. I'll buy it on Linux. I always like to encourage developers to make on Linux. But there's one more way to run EGS on Linux, Legendary. Check it out on GitHub later. I will. It's a good one, man. Yeah, let's check to see how we're doing on our old download, and then we'll do some getting over it. I'll pause the music here. All right, how are we doing on 31%? Yeah, that's probably gonna be a Friday stream. We'll do some GTA 5 through Epic Games Launcher on Friday. See how it goes. Let's do Getting Over It. So Getting Over It is made by a guy named called Bennett Foddy, and it's rage-inducing because it has really, really wonky controls. Highly recommend a wired mouse, because just the slightest mishap with your mouse movement and you will literally lose like 30 minutes to an hour of work. And that's pretty much Getting Over It in a nutshell. So, all right, let's first I'm gonna go pause our lovely background music, because Getting Over It does have a really good environment. So let's play some Getting Over It. All right, we're using a mouse. I don't think I've ever played. Oh yeah, no, I haven't played that on this computer. We formatted this like what, last month. So we'll get to go for the beginning to the end. All right, let's see. Yeah. Ah. So yeah, it's a very, I kind of like, when you first start this game, you kind of hate it, but then you can kind of appreciate it as you get going here. But it's a little bit wonky. Ah.
If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after.
But there's like speed runs on YouTube after, if you guys ever buy it, it's like a $5 game. And it's just really fun. Ah.
And then immediately dropped food on it. If you want an argument with a friend,
crap. Oh, no.
Discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting
you learn to love
is
it,
harder
though.
than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much.
All right,
Feel free to
gotta
go
calm
away
down.
and come back. I'll be here.
All right. It's really easy to just
All
kind
right.
of get
Thanks for
flustered
coming
and
with
go
me on
kind of
this trip.
crazy.
I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. Don't worry, I'll save your progress, always, even your mistakes.
This game pretty much
This game is a
introduced
homage to a free game that
rage-inducing
came out in
ones.
2002, titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products. In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. That act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything. Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real.
I wonder how many people have planned to kill this guy.
And that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past the new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real. When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas, and that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with, and in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world, not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
All right. Oh, that's right. I will change the, change that. I need a quick little break. All right, let's rage. Rage on Linux with getting over it. And getting... Do people even play this game anymore? This game is about 2 years old. There was like a huge portion on YouTube. One of the very first videos I think I saw on YouTube was my son watching Markiplier play this game. And Markiplier ended up breaking like 2 mice, a chair, a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, kudos to him though. He made it all the way to the end, and I actually sat down and watched some of it. It was pretty hilarious. It was just hilarious. But I am very strong-willed. I don't think I'm gonna rage at all on this one. We're gonna just beat the game ever so passively. Now, I did make it all the way to like I think like the security camera once some point. Yeah. The control schemes. I swear there's like I think he like programmed something into the game to where after you sit still long enough, like the controls get like extra sensitive or something, and it just like flings you off in like certain directions. It's it's a feature. It's a feature. So it's very. I admire anybody that can design a game this well. That's it's just all about just keeping your cool. Don't make erratic mouse movements, and then you will defeat it with just pure, calm demeanor. All right. Well, let's not do that. We'll just slowly come back, and we will be fine. We'll be fine. I wonder why the jazz stopped playing. You know, it's kind of calming. Now I just hear wind. Feels like I'm doing worse. You know what? All right. Well, that's fine. We'll just come back up here. Drink a couple beers and then play the game. I don't know, man. This is like every single little movement is red on your mouse. Like as you're playing, you can feel just every single little pixel on this screen as you move the mouse is red and used. So it's about just keeping your cool, keeping your calm. That's all it's about. No erratic movements. Just slow and steady. Let's try and like maybe grab this. Nope, nope, nope. That's not. That's the opposite of slow and steady. All right. Yep. And grab that. Nope. The crown badges. Those are, I think, Twitch Prime, isn't it? I think if you hover over the crown badges, it tells you what it is on Twitch. All right. All right. We're gonna just get that light ever so gently. And up and over. Nope, that was not up and over. That was the opposite. Now we're just gonna push our way over there. We're just gonna slowly go up that mountain. Yeah, just ever so slowly. That's not the mountain we were looking for, but that's okay. We'll just push our way up on this little rock. And then slowly move the hammer down. Yeah. Yeah, just like that. Ever so gently. Yep. Just a little bit. He can't hit the ground now, apparently. That's okay. This guy is, it's okay. It's all in the programming. Ah, yes. So now we just slowly make our way up, and that's not what I wanted to do. That's all right. So usually I last about 30 minutes on this game. I don't think I've ever played for longer than 30 minutes. So I don't know when we started. I guess we can look in the actual after the fact. But after 30 minutes, I think you do risk breaking certain things in your physical environment. Just extend. Extend. Ah, yes. Yes. Yes, mountain man. Now just way up. There. All right. Yeah. Can you, yeah, that's the stuff. Slow and steady. Gotta focus because this is the part that can really, really go south. You can feel the tension. You go over there, you go all the way back to the beginning, and we're just gonna set ourselves down. Just, no. Just a hair up. Oh no. No. Oh. All right. Happy little trees. Just some happy little trees. Thanks for the sub there, Shu. All right, here we go. That's a happy little tree right there. We're just gonna take our mouse, slowly set ourselves down on the mountain. No, no, slowly come down. Right there. No, that was not exactly where I wanted to go. All right. Now, it may seem like I'm going slow here, but if we just have one slight miscalculation, this can really, really end badly for us. And up and
For
over.
years now, people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world. And for the most part, that hasn't happened, because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are. I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context, and once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age. And you can build culture out of trash, but only trash culture. B games, B movies, B music, B philosophy.
I always end up sweating during this game.
Maybe this is what digital culture is. A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain.
Oh,
A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted.
oh, that could have been bad. That could have been really, really bad. Oh, all right. All right. Slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. Yep. And that was not slow and steady. I always think of that Happy Gilmore. All right. Oh, come on. All right, my mouse quit out there. I had that one. That was just my mouse. Playing this on like a 30-foot extension cable is not advised. That was not nice and easy, Happy. All right. Wah. Yeah. Come on. Get in there. Get in there. No. Keep the hammer on the steel. Now, below. Go along. Swing. All right, swing. Swing and swing. And swing. And over. Here we go.
Oh, you just lost a lot of progress.
Shut up, Bennett.
Real punch in the gut.
Oh, it's okay. We didn't lose that much. I mean, you can literally fall all the way down. So, the fact we're getting better at this. I mean, see, not taking any time at all to get back. Yeah. See, not bad. All right, well, you know. There we go. And over. Would increase... I don't know if increasing the dots per inch would help or not. Oh, you know what? Let's see. Can you exit? Oh. Mouse sensitivity. Maybe... What do you guys think? I think maybe reduce that less. Yeah, I think that. Oh, yeah. I think I have my mouse sensitivity on too high. There we go. Easy.
There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on Live Leak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled. Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years of persevering, disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight.
Oh, that was close.
In this context, it's tempting to make friendly content that's gentle, that lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things?
Well, I need a drink after that. That was unfortunate. Did you see Brave is now partnered with a bit of currency? I did not. Well, Brave has been partnered since it's the, what is it, BAT? Brave Attention, or no, Basic Attention Currency? It's Brave's been that way ever since. That's how like they first got their start, was people using Brave. Yeah, we're gonna do some push-ups here in a minute. That was a long fall. Wow, that was a long fall. That's okay. We're doing good though. I mean, I think for not playing the game for probably since the last time we played it on stream, what was that? Long time ago. So, I've never actually made it past that little part we were at. So there's still a lot of this game to go. But we're gonna get there. We already know how to do everything, so we're just gonna fly right up. Oh, that was good. That was good. I'm feeling lucky now. See, we just had to have that one long fall to set us straight. Just to get us there. All right. Well, yep. Oh, no, don't go that far. All right, now these stupid lights again. That's all right. Almost. Yeah, so, but yeah, no, Brave's an interesting browser. I really like Brave. It aesthetically it's pleasing, and honestly, it's really neat that it rewards creators with cryptocurrency. So if you like a certain website and they've signed up through Brave, you can reward them. I know both crystallize.com and the YouTube channel. Usually, I think I get like $100 a month in about Brave currency a month. So I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. So I like Brave. I still use Vivaldi for most of my stuff, just for the sync. Dab time. GSF. It is dab time. Dab. Oh, wait. Let's go full screen dab with this one. We're not messing around. It's a full screen dab. All right, back to it. Yeah, GTA 5 is actually what we're doing, Yellow, through Epic Games Store. Now, I think some people were having problems with it. Come on, man. Get up there. Get up there. No, don't you slip. Don't you slip. All right, just take that. Nope. Yeah. No. All right. That's fine. Yep. All right, I will move the mic next time there, Hikari, for sure. GSF, if you're doing Grand Theft Auto 5 through Linux, what you need to do is disable eSync, man. That'll remove all stuttering. I actually did a video on GTA 5, I think in early 2019. Oh, that's nice. And I had the same stuttering issue, but as soon as I disabled eSync, all the stuttering went away. Yep, it sure did. All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. I don't know why I always have problems with these stupid lights. Ah. Oh, man. It's really interesting. Makes me wonder if, like, Bennett Foddy, like, consulted, like, a psychiatrist or something when he made this game, maybe? I mean, or maybe he's just, like, the biggest troll in the world. I think it's the latter. All right. All right. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Easy does it. Easy does it. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I think we're still rocking GTA 5. We can check it here in a minute. Are we on number 4? Yeah, we're on number 4. All right. We'll wait for the next rage session and we'll check on our download. I think it's going quite nicely. Although we're not gonna rage, we will not let this game beat us. All right. Yeah. Oh, that was a good transition. That was solid. Solid. We're almost already all the way back, guys. I like them apples. Oh, all right. And we'll just bring that on down, right? And slowly. Yeah. There we go. Just like that. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, no. Oh. Ah. Funny. Funny game. Mm-hmm. 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 Ah, perfect. Perfect. All right. So close, so close, so close. That's all right. That's all right. Oh, it's important to take little breaks on this game, you know? Just to regain your composure. It's really easy to fly off the handle. It would be more fun if the terrain would be destructible after the hammer hits. Ah, that'd be cool. That's a good example, Matt. I think there's probably some mods to this game that people have created over the years. Because how long? This game's been out for like, what, 5-6 years now? I know it was popularized by a bunch of YouTubers. I am not raging. I am 100% calm. I think everyone plays this game with like the intention of saying like, you know what, I'm not gonna rage, I'm perfectly calm. But, you know, I think I can play this game without raging at all. You just accept your fate. It's okay if I go all the way back to the beginning. But that's not gonna happen. 'Cause I'm gonna do that. Alright, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Oh, there's a multiplayer mod. Oh my god. Can you hit the other person? Oh, that would be so epic. Oh. Oh, snap. This isn't... Alright. Just fall. Tilt. Fall. The other way. Alright. I think if I just tap. Give it a little tappity tippity tap. Yeah. Alright. Perfect. Alright. Look at this. Will you be using Glorious Egg Rolls and VK Basalt? Those are my 2 optimizations. Oh, and game mode, of course. I use Licorice Kernel. What other optimizations would you recommend? Chris, all those optimizations are fantastic. Love Glorious Egg Rolls, Custom Proton. VK Basalt, it gives a lot of level of detail that you never have seen. I did make a video about both those things. Game mode, it depends on the game. Some games perform worse, some perform better. And the custom Licorice Kernel, I always recommend. If you're using a Debian-based spin of anything, whether it's Ubuntu, Linux Mint, Pop! OS, I always recommend Licorice. All right. Chris is secretly a speedrunner of this game. Those speedrunning ones, though, are super impressive. If anybody has seen the speedruns in this game, I think they do it in like... I think there's one that got it done in under a minute. Alright. Just here, back. Just right there. Is that good?
Oof. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're not sorry about that at all. See... That was programmed. That was programmed by Bennett Foddy. The next time we get up there, that won't happen. See, he just had that hard-coded in there. That fall was... Everyone falls the first time.
No. Oh, it happened again. Keep on trying. Don't let it get to you.
It's okay. It's not getting to me at all. Mm-hmm. Perfectly fine. Anybody have any other next questions? GameHub. Now, GameHub for Lutris is really good. I haven't tried GameHub. We should hit that up. We want to, if anybody wants to quit this game right now, I'm okay with that. It's a game sucks. So it's a boring game. It's a boring, badly designed game. All right. Yep. Just needed to get a couple rapid movements out. Trick the algorithm. Yeah. See? Yeah, that's all right. Well, that is just fine. All right, now just move that on up and over, up and over. How does it feel falling so much in so much progress? It's fine. That's just how this game is designed. It's done by design. It's meant to strengthen you as a person. I feel myself getting stronger as a person right now. I mean, most people would rage, but not me. I am stronger than most. I don't rage. I just learn from my mistakes and then get better. Because that's what a strong person would do. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This thing that we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down.
Yes. That was a mistake. Should have gone slower. Like I did the first 2 or 3 times. That's okay. We learn from our mistakes. We'll go slow next time. We'll go slow next time. It'll be just fine. Slow and easy. Slow, nice and slow. Is less than optimal. And I don't know why. It's not like I'm like moving my mouse a bunch. It is just like acting crazy. Like crazy. Alright. I'd buy a new monitor. Oh. All right. Yeah. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, once you get the controls, it really, there is some semblance of controls in this game. And if you need any proof, look at speedruns on YouTube. There's people that beat this entire game in like 1 minute. So. I'm the CEO and my job feels like this at times. I believe it, Michael. I believe it, man. But I mean, it's good though. Like your initial impulse is like to rage when you hit something, but then like once you get through it, there's like this burst of like euphoria, you know? Like you're like, yes, if I can do this, I can do anything. And I think that's like where this game was going for. All right. Now this time we're gonna go slow and steady. Oh man, look at that setup. See? Oh man, I can't tell you how good that feels to be back up here. I mean, that right there is just lovely. That is just lovely. All right. Oh. Oh, so close. So close. Now, I do recommend a wired mouse for this. Like, I did wireless, I think, the first time I played it, and that was a bit of a hard sell. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that right now. So don't do a wireless mouse the first time you ever play this game. Download it, use a wired mouse, and you're just gonna have a great time. Because you'll probably end up breaking the wireless mouse anyways. Oh, that was a little drastic. That's okay. We didn't fall. All right. Oh, and if you watch the speedruns, don't try and do what the speedrunners do.
The soul would have no rainbow, and the eyes no tears. John Vance Chain.
All right. I will leave. Let's take a poll. Let's just take a poll. I think we can move on. I think yeah. I think it's dab time and push-up time for sure. Yeah. Ah. Dab time. Ah. And 2 push-ups. We go. All right. Let's do some push-ups. 30 push-ups. Very, very easy. This game is great for push-up fuel. All right. I think we're ready to play again. Yeah, that's true. We're about to increase the push-up limit for sure. So I think we're already at, what? Oh yeah, we're at 80 push-ups. So we only got 20 more push-ups to go. Feels like I'm doing better after doing that, though. Feel great. Feel fantastic. I think a fitness challenge with getting over it, man, you'll be as ripped as this guy in this little cauldron. Yeah. I'm already ready to do more push-ups. Oh, you son of a... Beautiful, glorious man. Yeah. Ah. It's pretty bad when you'd rather dab and do push-ups than play a game. You have obviously never played this game. I think that's I think it's yeah, I think it's just yeah. I honestly feel like this push-ups would be the way to really all right. Get going in this game. And I feel like the controls are just getting worse in the game. I think he programmed that in. It's all a conspiracy. Oh. Got it backwards. First you pump, then... what did I miss? Water. I missed something. Somebody said RTFC. We agreed to move on. No more of this. All right. Let's go. Let's move on. I think we've seen this wonderful, great game, and I think we're ready to move on. I highly recommend everybody go download it. Again, it teaches life skills. Very important life skills. It's fantastic. Ah, all right. How are we doing on our download? 58%. That's not bad. Still steady. We were playing a game, downloading a game. Pretty much maxing out the pipe here. So, we're very close to. Very solid. Very happy. All right. Let's get out of here. Let's go back to just chatting. Change it to Linux chat. Here we go. Well, that was fun. That was a fun experience. I think we dropped like 40 viewers. Just people like, I can't. This is like, it's like someone sticking things. It was just so painful. I think people were just like, I'm out. Can't deal. Can you check out GameHub during the download? Yeah, let's check it out, Mad. Let's go over. I think GameHub. Oh, let's go GameHub Linux. So it's actually native to Pop. Da, da, da. Very interesting. I've heard of like a lot of really cool things. You got dark and light mode, collection. Little tags, you can tag each game. Controller settings. So it's a little bit more granular than Lutris from what I've read. Have you checked out Zorin? Thoughts? I haven't really checked out Zorin. I'm not really that big into a lot of Linux distros. Just because at the end of the day, it all kinds of end up being the same to me. Like a distribution's just a look and feel with a package manager. That's really all it is. I don't care what I'm on. Zorin's a neat bundled thing, and it feels good from what I've seen in a lot of the pictures and how intuitive it is. And they have like the premium service and those types of things as well. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's good for maybe a noob. It's just not something I'd really recommend for anybody. And I know that seems harsh. And a lot of distro people, I think, have really come out pretty and hate on me quite a bit, mainly just because I'm just like, I don't really care about your distribution. And I'd much rather these people put more time into making cool apps for Linux. And even if it's a desktop environment, that would be cool. Like if they did that. But as far as like customized distros, I'm just like, I don't want to encourage anyone in the Linux community to ever start a distribution. I'd rather people just learn more about the intricacies of what Linux is and what they need. And that's why usually I always point people to either Pop! OS or Linux Mint. Yeah. So, and I know, and I want to just preface that too with, I want to not crap on distributions as much as I used to. Like I used to just be like straight up like, hey, anything that's not these main distributions are crap. And that's basically what I said. And I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to say, hey, a lot of distributions have really unique starting points and some of them are cool. But at the end of the day, that distribution is just that. It's just a starting point. It's no distribution is going to solve all your needs, because what ends up happening from some people coming to Linux is they get under the mindset that they need to switch their distribution to solve an issue. And I never want someone to switch their distribution to solve an issue. I think it's very, very important that nobody switches a distribution to try and fix or solve a specific issue they have. If they want to try a distribution just for something different or a cool look or something like that, go for it. But I never, ever, if there's one thing I want to teach anybody that watches my videos, never switch your distribution to solve an issue. Right. Yeah, so what ends up happening, and honestly, this has happened to me in the past, back when I first tried Linux desktop, I think, 2016 or something. Or no, it was even earlier than that. I don't know. It was Ubuntu or Fedora. And I found myself just jumping distributions a bunch. And I think a lot of people find themselves doing that. And I was jumping them to solve an issue. Like there was a missing problem. I might not have been able to put my finger on it, but there was just something that didn't feel quite right. And at the end of it, what ends up happening is you try like 2-3 distributions, and then you're just like, I'm just going to go back to Windows. That's typically what most people do. All right, let's install this GameHub because I've heard good things and I never really have tried it out. I think looks pretty straightforward. We'll just grab that. I think we can just launch right into. Alright, grab a little PPA. I hate PPAs, but... Oh, this isn't a PPA. This is actually just an add-on repository. So we're fine. Oh no, that is a PPA. Poop. Yeah, whatever. I think we got Lutris and GameHub. Lutris and GameHub both use a PPA. Sudo apt update. And then we'll just do sudo apt install com.github. That's weird. They should have named the package name just like GameHub. It's kind of funny. I don't know why they did it like that. Yeah, so when it comes to virtual machines and stuff, I always recommend it someone in like brand new to Linux, yeah, go ahead and launch a Linux distribution in a virtual machine just to get your feet wet, or download it and just do the live environment. Don't install it or format stuff. This is good, like just to get your feet wet with the look and feel and how it just kind of works out of the box. So yeah, that's always my recommendation out of the get-go. But everyone's a little different. All right, let's launch GameHub for the first time here. Let's do it. Come back into here. We got Steam. We got Epic Games launchers open. So now let's just type GameHub, right? All right. We have all your games in one place. We got GOG, Humble Bundle, itch.io. We got a bunch of things. So I think I have a GOG and a Steam. It'd be cool if they added more. They probably will in the future. Let's go ahead and do Steam. I don't think GOG. Do I have anything on GOG? Probably don't. Oh, that sucks, Kira. Wi-Fi killed itself. Not sure if anyone is interested, but there is now a way to get full Chrome OS with Play Store, Linux Beta on any PC via this method. I've tried it on a spare laptop, but it's working great. Yeah, I mean, Chrome OS is really interesting. I mean, that's just going to add a lot of bloat to your system, though. But I mean, if there's certain things that you like out of the Play Store, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, I don't particularly like Chrome OS. I would probably, if I had like a Chromebook, which the Chromebook Go is considered one of the best laptops for writers. So if you're writing a bunch like books and novels and stuff, the keyboard has like almost like a tactile feel, and it's one of the best feeling laptop keyboards in existence. So not to crap all over, like I think it's the Pixelbook Go, I think is what it's called. But anyways, yeah, it supposedly has one of the best keyboards, and it comes with the Chrome OS and Linux Beta. I think you have to opt in on it, but it's not bad. I don't know if I would actually install Chrome OS on a non-Chrome machine, though. It just seems like a bad idea. But again, if you're in the Play Store all the time, then by all means, I'm gonna go ahead, switch over to chat. We're gonna sign into GOG too, just to see what we got. I'm gonna blank out my screen real fast and grab my GOG login. It's been a while since I used GOG. And I'm gonna sign in real fast. All right, security key. Sending that over. Let's see how long it takes. All right, there we go. All right, so we got a couple of these. Humble Bundle and itch.io. I don't really have anything on those, so we're going to go ahead, skip that. Dark theme. Yeah, let's enable dark theme. Why not? Everyone likes dark theme. Run games with double click. Okay, cool. So we'll exit out of our game settings. We'll skip this portion. See what populates. Oh, this is interesting. So that's a cool little integration. Very, very cool. So this is all of them. So this is just Steam, GOG. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so cool. You got Diablo and Hellfire. You got Clive Barker's Undying. Oh my god, I forgot I had that one. That is an amazing old school game. My wife loves that game. Old school Diablo, that's a good one. Yeah, I don't have much on GOG, but I love them. They're great. All DRM free games, so you don't have to worry about what happened with Doom Eternal and de novo DRM happening out of nowhere. But yeah, no, GameHub, pretty neat. I'm trying to think what else. Let's go. Ooh, that is cool. Yeah, I kind of dig GameHub, honestly. You got all the popularity down here, social media links, key feature. Oh, that's neat. Your achievements all in one go. And it just like curates all of it right here. Yeah, honestly, I like this setup a lot better than Lutris. And let's go to Skyrim, because Skyrim, let's see what happens if we go properties. So you can change images, launch from terminal. So this is how it launches it. So you could actually add things into here as well, or you could modify it directly on Steam as well when you hit play. Hidden tags, backlog. Oh, and then you just add certain tags if you want. So if you want to tag, like this is a favorite, you just do that. That's cool. I dig that. Baldur's Gate. Yeah. That's neat. That is just super cool. All right. Yeah, no, I think I'll start using GameHub instead of Lutris, just to give it a whirl, and then maybe make a video about GameHub after I mess around with it some more. Might do that a little bit later. Probably next week is when I'll have some time. GameHub. I want to stop using Facebook too. Friends and family there. Yeah, GSF, like when it comes to Facebook, I think probably one of the best things you can do is watch a TED Talk by one of the co-founding members of Facebook. He comes outright and says he doesn't allow his kids, he doesn't allow any of his family members to use Facebook. And if someone that created Facebook is saying this, we should probably listen. And he just straight up says, yeah, I think it's undoing the social fabric that keeps our society together. And he thinks it literally has done a catastrophic damage to us as a society. Like, it is amazing that someone that created and profited so much from the creation of Facebook would be so negative about it. And if he thinks that, I think it's something that we should take a look at, and why I tell people I'm not on Facebook. I never will be back on Facebook. If I do have Facebook, it's because of like a social contract with a company, and it would be strictly for a Chris Titus Tech thing, and that's it. Like I have a Facebook for Chris Titus Tech, and it's specifically as a placeholder, just so someone else doesn't get a hold of that tag or that username and then spam a bunch of crap to people. So that's really the only purpose that has. But by all intents purposes, yeah, I think it's best to inconvenience myself than to facilitate or enable a company like Facebook. And if you're on Facebook right now, the best thing you can do, let's say you're on Facebook and you don't want to get off Facebook. The best thing you can do is start uploading, removing any real information you have, start changing your real information to fake information. I'm talking your birth date, your birthplaces, your old places of work. Start changing them to stuff that's just nonsensical. Say you worked at Chuck E. Cheese, you know, whatever it might be. Just make it something. I think when the last remnants is on Facebook, I was a 103-year-old conservative that was living in Kentucky. So change everything. Make as much misinformation, make all the value and all the information you have in Facebook wrong. Dilute their databases, make them worth nothing. Because just going in and deleting stuff, you're relying on them to delete your information. And the best thing you can do is slowly cull out and delete all your real photos, start uploading memes and other things that would instill a fake persona or mess up their machine learning. And that's what I did. Before I got off, I made sure to upload, I don't know, probably around 1,000 photos of just crap. And I stayed on there for about 6 months, just slowly churning out misinformation to them before I said, okay, delete my account entirely. So if they ever go back and pull up my account, it's just going to be full of a whole bunch of crap. Because I was not 100% sold they would actually delete my information. So that's my, if you're on there, make sure you're putting a bunch of misinformation out there. It's much like how Google or how to de-Googlefy a phone. Like a lot of people are concerned about security and privacy these days and say, hey, how do I use an iPhone or how do I use a Google phone and be secure? And the answer is you can't. Like they're going to track you, they're going to do stuff, and there's no way to turn that off and still use their services. It's baked right into their EULA, and there's no way around that. However, they didn't say anything about messing up that data. They didn't say anything about putting a bunch of misinformation out there. And privacy by misinformation is something that I think is badly misunderstood, not really well represented in the security community, because most people are always concerned about getting off grid or removing your blueprint. And it's not about that. It's about putting out just tons of information. It's about overloading the systems and data collection buckets with everything under the sun, and none of it true, or like maybe 5% of it's true. But how does a machine distinguish between 5% true and 95% wrong? It's going to say, well, that 5% is probably false because this 95% has that collective data. So that's my views on it. If you're going to use these services, which I use them, but I try to upload as much misinformation as I possibly can. I'm really not Chris Titus, by the way. Oh, Sparky. I love it. But yeah, I think the biggest takeaway about Facebook and all that is a lot of the comparisons people do. And that's the downside. That's probably the biggest downside most people do, because it happens subconsciously. You can't really acknowledge it until you're on there, you're constantly browsing your feed, and you realize, oh, they went on vacation, why can't we go on vacation? And you have a lot of that comparison type thing, and that's just social media in general, not just particularly Facebook. Shenanigans. Dang, 24 gifted subs. Holy crap, Michael. Thank you, sir. You are awesome. Anybody got a sub for Michael in chat? Be sure and give him a shout out. Say thanks, Mike. I love that emoji double cake. Michael is literally a single man raid, for sure. Oh my God. I didn't realize you. What is that? Dang. Okay, that's awesome. I didn't realize you only have the 2-month sub badge. That seems almost criminal. That's funny. Dang, that's awesome though. I think you have also, Michael. Yeah, you should also have the. I think they limit it to 3 badges, and I think it's the bit badge. But yeah, that's awesome. Oh wow, thanks so much for the cheer there, Kaz. Much appreciated. Love the exploding heart, or maybe that's a beating heart. It's cool nonetheless. Oh, you know what we need? I never turned back the music, so we're just sitting here with awkward silence. uh, there we go. I got the music going. Yeah, so like a good one, Linux Master. Like, I think decoupling from some of these services, like I always like, even though I don't really invest too much into it yet, because christitus.com is my website. I've had it for 10 plus years, and it's always just been kind of like a repository for me to throw up issues. Sometimes I tie into videos to it, but the whole purpose of that is kind of like a disaster plan. Like, hey, what happens if just Google decides to shut me off one day? And diversifying between Google and Twitch, awesome. But I always want a central hub that I control. Now, while I don't put up a ton of information on christitus.com, I know I can transition to it, and I'm going to get better about uploading constant articles and just having a spot where people can find me no matter what. Because I control that 100%. It's not Amazon, it's not Google, it's not Apple, it's not none of these other big tech companies. I control that one site. And that's why I always have every single video, when I have that little intro, it says christitus.com. And the whole reason I do that is no matter what, wherever that video lives, people can find me no matter what happens. And I think that's cool. I think having that central repository is just a neat thing. Jalopy, I prefer the awkward silence. Hey. Self-ego. I'm so important that Google's gonna shut me down. I don't think I came across like that, man. I think you came a little bit too literal. What I'm saying is, you, as a user, should know that Google can shut you down, and you should have backups. You should have an escape plan. So it's more or less what I'm trying to convey. Who cares about me? It is more about you as a user need to be aware that, hey, if you want to have an online presence and those types of things, there's a lot of power in creating your own persona, your own thing. So that's the cool thing. It's just depressing. It's true, Mike. Yeah, so like it's weird when you're talking online to chat or you get messages and those types of things, guys. Like, I think too easily people take things critically, or they think the negative of people. And it's very important. And one thing I've learned probably in the past year and a half, 2 years, is don't take things so literally, and always try and think the best of people. Now, obviously, if someone's just straight up trolling you, ban, kick them out, hide, whatever you want to do, just kick them out of your community, and you'll never hear from them again. But don't ever, I try not to think of the negative people, because a lot of times when you get into the chat and you get into comments, a lot of things can be taken the wrong way. So always try and think of someone saying something from a positive point of view. And I try and do that. And then if someone is straight up trolling, then just ban them. and then you never see or hear from them again. And that's fine too. The worst thing you can do is think negative, and then just immediately it puts you in a bad mood. But also, if something does happen, you can easily get rid of them. The worst thing you can do is when someone's just straight up trolling you, to just engage and just be like, look at this negative comment someone left me. How dare they? And get on like a soapbox. Nobody cares. It's being online, man. You know, stay upbeat. Go for it. So, what are you even talking about? All right. So, Linux Master 1, you're getting banned. Sorry, bud. Banned. Goodbye. I mean, and that's just how it goes. When someone just is mean, why do you care about what they think? And why would you want them in your community? You just kick them out. Just like that guy. So, I mean, that's it. And then he never will cross my mind again. I feel free. Feel great. Oh. Oh yeah, we never did do systemd auto mount. Killbots. Let's do that. Did you hear about Astra? Oh man, okay. Mad Mag, I thought you said something else. Did you hear about Astro Slide, the QWERTY slider smartphone with Linux support? Oh my god. I totally read Astro Slide, but the S is a G. That's initially the first thought I had on that. Oh. That's a play on words there, man. I dig where these guys are coming from. QWERTY slider smartphone with Linux support. This is a risky Google here. Let's search for Astro Slide. Oh, okay, yeah, it is a real thing. Okay, that was a risky search. Astro Slide 5G transformer. Oh, that looks cool. It's a Indiegogo. It's like basically a Kickstarter from the UK. Most powerful 5G smartphone pocket computer hybrid. I like it, man. Yeah, no, I'll definitely review it. It looks like it has pretty darn big keys to it as well. Here, let me go full screen with this. This is interesting. The Astro Slide in-demand special. Runs about $600, shipping 2021. It is like a Kickstarter thing, so, you know, you just don't know. It only has 18 out of 100 claims so far, so sometimes it's always a little bit risky doing this. You can ask a lot of the Purism Librem 5 folks that, you know, got the first batch of it, which I think they went ahead and recalled those, and they're sending out another batch whenever all the stuff comes out. So you have to be pretty darn patient. Even though it says March 2021, it might be later. Just make sure that the company is not going to just disappear on you, as that has happened. But this looks really interesting. Rock up slider hinge. That's kind of cool. So you have this little hinge to pop it up, and then you can kind of type on it like a real keyboard. God, how big is this thing? Let's see the dimensions. Because that looks like a pretty sizable keyboard. Yeah, look at this photo. It's about... Oh, that's gonna be weird. Although, I mean, if you're out and about, like writing on a book or something, and like inspiration hits, that would be kind of cool. Because I don't really like typing on a smartphone for sure. It even has backlit keys. All right, what do we got? 6.5-inch touchscreen display. Actually, really nice specs. Look at that. 48 megapixel rear camera. 6 gigs of RAM. That's decent. 128 flash storage. Pretty solid. Huh. I mean, definitely I'll check it out, man. Thanks for having me take a look. Very interesting. I always like seeing new tech. Seeing new tech's just a neat thing, man. Oh, what's up? I love Peter, man. He tries to convert me back to Arch. Aww. Peter's great, though. He's an Arch user trying to convert Michael from Mint. I don't think that's going to happen, but that's cool. Should have joysticks. Yeah, I've seen some of those, like the gaming systems, mobile gaming systems. That's great. I think we're going to go ahead. I'm going to save the auto mount system D drives. I didn't realize it was already 1 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and save that for Friday's stream. And I'm running a bit behind this week. It's been kind of crazy with the old day job and everything. Android 10 with multi-boot and Linux support. Yeah. I'm curious to see what happens. I think Google's actually going to redoing Android pretty soon, and I think they're actually switching off of the Linux kernel altogether. Hey, Arch is great for learning a lot of the intricacies of Linux. So if you're really big into learning every little piece of Linux, Arch is a good place. There's a lot of great things that get taught in the actual installation of Arch. I just don't recommend it like to brand new people coming out of the gate. How's the GTA 5 download going? Oh, let's see. 79%. Yeah, we'll save that for Friday. We'll do some auto mounting of system D drives on Friday as well. I think that'll be good. Yeah, I think we got a little lost in getting over it in today's stream. Yeah, that's the thing about it, Day, is that's why I would recommend Arch for those really aspiring to learn a lot about Linux, like a lot of the intricacies and what makes up Linux, because it forces you to learn all the components as you install vanilla Arch. Unless you're just copy pasting mindlessly, which normally you'll fail the install when you just copy paste mindlessly. But when you're actually thinking, hey, what am I doing in this step of the Arch Linux install? And you figure out the bootloader, you figure out the display manager, you figure out, just installing a display renderer, whether that's Xorg or Wayland, and just all those little pieces. It's really good for learning a lot of those pieces. So I always recommend Arch. Now I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I have Arch on my inside PC, or I say Arch, but it's Manjaro, which to me is the same thing. And I just don't care to do that right now. Like if I install Arch on a vanilla machine, I just use ArchFi and just fly through it, which I actually have gotten a lot of complaints about how fast I installed it the last time when I made the Arch Linux install, because I was just kind of did it live, and I think I went a little too quick. One last question about your DE on GitHub. Will there be any package conflicts with Manjaro KDE due to your DE. So Mad Mag, I like the question, but it's not a DE. It's not a desktop environment. There isn't any packages, so to speak. Like there's not a bundle. Like when you install a desktop environment like GNOME or KDE or these things, they come with like literally hundreds, if not maybe 1,000 packages. Some even more than that, depending on what the base distro is. But when you do this isn't a display manager. That's a window manager. So window managers is just controlling the windows. There is no utilities. There is nothing to actually mess up or overwrite. It's its own thing, man. It's you can throw it on anything, any window manager, because it's so minimal. It's like 10 packages. I think if you install all the dependencies and stuff, it might be a little more, but most of those will already be installed. So there's no risk of overwriting KDE. It's not a display environment. Display environments have things to like change your resolution or to change, keyboard shortcuts, all these other things. They have packages specifically for that. Window managers, it's all done through a config file, so it's really just like awesome window manager, and that's it. So that's why you never really have to worry about it conflicting with. You can install like 20 different window managers. Heck, I think what is it? DistroTube on YouTube. I think he has like God knows how many window managers installed on his stuff. He has like a new window manager every week. So yeah, you don't have to worry about any conflicting stuff when it comes to that. But good question. It's awfully often people mess up display environments or desktop environments and window managers. Window managers aren't desktop environments. They're just one package, and it's just really to control your windows. I'm planning to make a video about how to use Pulse Audio on a budget audio mixer and multiple sound channels, since I know you love Pulse Audio. Hikari. I'll watch that video, man. Because, yeah, Pulse Audio, I always hate. I like interfacing directly with also when I can. You don't need a desktop environment with a tiling window manager. So like you don't really need that much to get a fully functional desktop. Like let me just show. Like let's go primary. So like this whole desktop environment, let's walk through real fast. Like I got a bunch of extra crap installed and I have backend stuff, but really this is just one package. This is Awesome Window Manager. This right here, when I click on this to launch applications, this is a launcher. And correct me, Hikari, if I'm mispronouncing or misstating any of those. This is Rofi, or ROFI, and that launches my stuff. There's really not too much to this. I mean, when you go through the GitHub here, you can see all the packages that you really need. And there's really not, I mean, it's so lightweight. You can technically probably get under 1,000 packages completely installed with a desktop environment if you wanted to. So like you have a Roboto font, you have this Rofi for an app launcher, the Compton compositor, honestly, you don't even need. Like if you don't care about like translucent windows, you see how you can kind of see through this window. It has a transparency effect. Well, if you don't care about transparency effects, don't install Compton. Like there's certain things you can omit out of here if you don't care about what they do. i3 lock, that's a lock screen. If you don't need to lock your computer, you don't need it. The GNOME keyring and pull kits for these, that's how it authenticates and retains those credentials. So you probably should use those. However, I think you can probably get away with not using the policy kit. I mean, has anybody tried to do no pull kit on these? I don't know. I think I've always used them because I like having the desktop environment as backup, but I bet you could probably get away without not using them. Yeah, nearly default i3 window manager. Oh, Walter. And yeah, so then these are obviously all optional, but like the styles, that's so you can keep your theming between applications. Materia theme, again, these are theming things to where your icons look a certain way. Like you pull up this, you can see some of the theming I've done. LX appearance, that helps set up the theming. X backlight for laptops, that just displays brightness of your backlight. KDE spectacle, I don't even have installed. I think I'm using Flame Shot. Yeah, you can see Flame Shot over here. I like Flame Shot instead of KDE spectacle. So there's really not much to this. You can do, Linux can be as minimal or as bloated as you want. It's really just amazing how much power you have and how much power it gives you. No pull kit, no pseudo GUI prompts. Ah, thank you, Hagari. So if you screw up your pull kit and you try to launch like gparted from the GUI, it's not going to allow you to do it. You'd have to go to like here and do like sudo gparted and then type in your password and then it would launch it. So yeah, I guess you don't need a pull kit if you but if let's see. I think I actually probably did my pull kit correctly. Hell, let's see, maybe I didn't. But if you launch gparted, it would prompt you with a password. I think I screwed up my pull kit, Akari. Oh, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Okay. Yeah, I did this install wrong. I've been rocking it so long. I don't have the proper pull kit in my configuration. Oh, that's just funny. Oh my word. That's so great. Ah. All right. Brilliant. It just works. It just works. I can replace Todd Howard. Oh. That is fantastic. So yeah, I didn't even install it correctly. I didn't even install my own GitHub thing correctly. What pull kit am I using? Let's find out, actually. I'm gonna just do it. Actually, I'll show you guys. Let's fix our pull kit on here real fast, shall we? List installed grep pull kit. All right, so we have the Mate pull kit right here. Mate pull kit. Let's find the directory. Find sudo find root iname and mate pull kit. No, not much longer, Kuro. I get a little sidetracked sometimes. I'm just trying to find what the heck I did with my pull kit here, because I'm not getting the actual prompts. That's kind of funny. I bet it's in user lib mate pull kit. Oh god, it's searching everything. All right, let's just do the same thing, but let's just grab the USR folder, please. Okay. What did I do? Did I wipe out my pull kit? This is weird. Like, what did I do? Leave it to me. I don't know what I do with my pull kit. That's bizarre. Like, it should be in user lib, and it should be mate pull kit. No wonder it's not authenticating. I don't even have... It says the package is installed, but it ain't there. Huh. You and I, Jalopy, have that in common. I often watch this stream and get nothing accomplished. I often run this stream and I get nothing accomplished. Is it a System D service? I don't think so, man. I mean, heck, let's pop over to System D, right? Yeah, I don't think it's in here. Weird. Huh. Yeah, it is not a System D service. Let's pull up the package. I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. Poll kit. Where's this at? Authentication 8 for policy kit that integrates into the Mate desktop environment. Take a peek. Oh. No, that's not gonna give me anything. Yeah, this is always the fun thing. Like, the whole point of the stream really is to just kind of explore different things, break things, do stuff that, you know, isn't perfect. YouTube videos are made for when everything's perfect. You get everything nailed down and you want to explain a new topic, you can totally do that. Yeah, and that's what you want to do, Killbots, is you cut out all the fluff, all the stuff that you might do wrong to condense it to where someone following along can easily go on their system and just bam, knock it right out. So a lot of times you might do 2 hours worth of research to get a 5 or 10 minute video to just get it condensed down as much as possible. That should always be everyone's intention. Anybody that makes a video on YouTube, condensing that knowledge down into a 5-minute video so someone doesn't have to spend 2 hours doing it is really the goal. I mainly do the live streams to show people, hey, nobody's perfect. As we see today, that is definitely the truth in my case. I'm gonna check the var directory maybe. Nothing. All right. That's strange. I think I can do an exclude actually. Let's do / iname. What is find? Let's do man. Find. What is the syntax here? Excluding something from a find. I want to just do it from a root level, but there's an exclude. Where are you at? You do regex. I wanted to do that right. Yeah, I could reinstall it there, Deck. But before I go and reinstall something as vital as Polkit, I want to see if it's not just hiding out somewhere and I'm just referencing the wrong file. Because that can happen sometimes between distributions. Some distributions like to put that specific thing somewhere else. It's weird that it's sitting in a timeshift file on my other drive in the exact directory that I'm referencing it. But maybe that was an older install in timeshift. Good lord, all right. Sometimes the man pages are a little bit too much. Too much information. Let's just try help. -- help instead of man. All right. Is there not an exclude option? I think there is, right? Weird. Oh, did I miss it? Did I miss it there, Water? Ah. The not command. Okay. So if we do sudo and then just put not media. Okay, pass must come before the expression. So let's come back over here, find. Not media. Oh. Is that before root? Huh. Oh. Not in media. Oh, okay, okay, I got what you guys are saying. No. Oh. Okay. It's an interesting. Yeah, we're trying to exclude the media directory when we're doing this. So let's try find root type F for file, not dash path media. And make sure you run that as sudo, please. Oh, hell. It would also help if you do iname mate toolkit. Oh. Double sudo. All right, that was interesting. So we have find root type file, not path media, iname mate dash toolkit. Let's see what it finds. Yeah, it lists all the files in there. I was like, immediately as soon as I hit it, I was like, yeah, that was not the right one. I forgot to limit it down to the iname. Yeah, trying to use a compressor and de-esser with Pulse FX is rough. The echo cancellation is also very rough to use with multiple sources in Pulse. Nothing. Mate toolkit doesn't exist. Weird. sudo apt install. I mean, we could try to reinstall this. Hell, couldn't hurt, right? It's got to be like mate polkit dash bin or something, right? I have the wrong. It's got to be a different executable. I think in Arch Linux it's mate dash polkit, but I think for this, I think it's something else. I think they changed the actual file name. Supa. Let's check that. Let's go to user lib. So it has to be. So let's look. Mate. There's not even a directory mate polkit though. It's super weird, right? What did I do? Like there's a notification daemon. Indication outlet, mate menu, netbook, power manager. I don't have mate polkit in here. What in the world? Like, that doesn't make any sense, right? Did it get like flushed out somewhere? Yeah. All right, let's do that. Sudo dpackage-l mate polkit-common. All right. Auto start polkit authentication desktop user shared doc. This is just a desktop file. I guess I could pull this desktop file. Let's take a look and see where it's actually referencing. Because that desktop file should reference the actual executable. Or, well, I say executable, but you guys get it. Man, I don't know. I don't know if this is even in here. Where's the executable command? Exe, where are you at? Ah, here we go. Polkit-mate. Oh. That's the authentication agent. So I saw the desktop file. I'm like, I bet I can track it down through that. That's a weird location, right? Polkit-mate-authentication-agent-1. Oh, yeah. Waiter, you did say that. That's interesting. So I was like, I'm not going to reinstall something when I think that's wrong. So let's exit. And then let's go over to here. Let's look to see where we're launching this. And we'll fix our... That's so hilarious. I was explaining how to do Awesome Window Manager and what a polkit was, but we were a little off, weren't we? Or, well, I was. All right. So right now, this is what it's trying to run. This is wrong. That whole thing, it's like just bright white right now, but let's paste that in. So that's what it should be right there. This user lib polkit all the way there. So now we have authentication agent. Let's close this out. Let's reload. What's the reload command? I'm gonna keep forgetting. All right, Control Super R. So Control Super R.
Reload it. All right, cool. So now we're all reloaded. Now we should have the mate authentication agent running in the background. So if we come over to here and we type gparted. Ah, there we go. We are now prompted for that. So without the poll kit installed, it would just silently fail. But now that we have the poll kit installed, it now prompts for elevation. It says, hey, you're trying to run something as sudo here, or it needs sudo privileges, and it'll actually elevate it properly. We did something and fixed something today. Yay! Oh, thanks, Sparky. Dpackage-L for the win. That's great. Now go try and make your own poll kit rules. Yeah, well, let's say we didn't and don't. That's awesome. That is awesome. That was a fun one, guys. That was a blast. I love it when something comes together. Feels like we accomplished something. Other than just seeing me rage. Well, like Ubuntu, it depends on what you got. Like GNOME Polkit authentication agent would be completely different from Mate. And likewise, so would KDE. So it depends on your base desktop environment as far as where the Polkit is. But that's kind of a cool little experiment using like dpackage-L for locating the package. And then I noticed the .desktop file. I was like, well, the .desktop file would be a shortcut to launch that authentication agent. So I opened up that and then I looked through the executable and then I found, oh, here's the entire path directory. So then I just copied the executable and then pasted that in to fix the configuration. Kind of a wishy-washy way of doing it, but that's kind of cool. I definitely learned something. Oh, how's that download going? Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Oh. Lots. Holy crap, I can't believe that downloaded. We downloaded 100 gigs on this stream. And there it is. What happens if we hit launch? Like, I haven't done anything. All I did was just click Lutris install and then click launch. I'm curious to see what happens. All right, continue. 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 We're not going to do anything crazy. Let's just see what happens. What's the base install look like? Let's see what all the regular people are complaining about here. So all we did, hit install from Lutris under the Epic Games launcher, clicked yes, give us our free game, and now we're just trying to install it. Watch it get hung up on DirectX. Oh no, it's grinding away back here. I always check my hard drive lights whenever I see something like this. You can always do like HTOP as well. Yeah, so Ira, I actually have GTA 5 on Steam, which it works fine on Steam. It's just Epic Games was giving it away for free, and I was like, oh, well, let's see what happens if we just try to hit OK. Or try to install it like this. So it says could not do anything with it. What's left open here? What is this? It did say failed. Let's close out of Steam. So what we can do, I think this has failed. All right, let's just quit out of that. We'll go ahead and relaunch just to see. Now, if it starts installing like DirectX and Visual C++ and those types of things, that means we need to probably manually add it to the prefix. So let's see what happens when we go to launch it again. Yo. Okay, I'll be in a minute. So, it failed on the first go around. Now we're updating the launcher. Yeah, so Rockstar Social Club. I had problems with Social Club with Red Dead Redemption 2 was a good example of something that didn't work well on Linux. I wasn't able to fix that one. But this one should, by all intents and purposes. Alright. Let me put this in real fast. And choop. You guys can look at... Oh, nope. No, you can't. You can't look at that. All right, let me authenticate with Rockstar Social Club. What is my Rockstar Social Club? I hate all these, like, verification images. Ugh. You have to click all the images to prove you're not a bot. Just shows how bad Rockstar Games is as a publisher. Alright, I think I got it this time around. Apparently I'm a machine. I can't click the darn things that have bicycles. God, I hate Rockstar. Alright, once I get this authenticated, we'll go back to the desktop here, guys. Just give me a minute. You need to prove that I'm not a machine. Ah! Alright, cool. See? Alright, cool. Link. Just linking my... I apparently haven't linked my Rockstar account to this Epic Games account, so give me a second. I am a meat popsicle. I love the Fifth Element reference, man. Whoa, what the hell? Alright, well, it's doing something. My screen's all kinds of jacked up over here. Weird. Yeah, this is very interesting. All right, let's go. Display. Alright, so I'm just changing everything to full screen, seeing if I can't fix my issue here. Okay. I'm quitting out of all this. I see it. Lua error message. I'm totally jacked up here. Alright, we're gonna have to reboot. Holy smokes. What the hell? Come on. No. No. Yeah, okay. Did I change something? All right, I think we... Yeah, I was doing too much at one time. Let's just force a reboot. Yeah, it's the darn Rockstar launcher, man. Can't stand that thing, but I think on reboot here, let's see how it does. I think the initial setup's just a little bit funky. But I didn't do anything special. All I did was go through it, say, okay. It said failed, quit out, launched it again, and then it just... I have two monitors, so one of them was showing it, one of it was like a fourth of it. It was just a weird value or weird problem. Probably you wouldn't run into that, but let's relaunch and see what happens. So we'll go Lutris. And we're gonna hit play. Yeah, the launcher's complete crap, I agree. Anything with Rockstar launchers just... Ugh. I mean, it's actually Epic Games launcher into Rockstar launcher from Lutris. FML. Alright, let's see what it does this time around. I'm hoping, since I went full screen with it, it won't jack up my monitor like it did the first time around. You guys saw the good one, because I actually am outputting two different displays here. So, I have my actual stream PC, and then I actually have my TV, so there's actually two different cables powering both of them. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing I like about Linux, to be honest with you. It kind of sandboxes a lot of those launchers. So if you have problems, you can just pull up one and then just kill all the launchers on the system, which is great. Okay. Well, this is positive. I think the resolution's a bit off. Yeah, I'd probably switch to tiling, maximize tiling to be safe. All right, let's do that. Yeah, that's weird. Oh, is it loading story mode? No. I think just changing the resolution should be fine. I think the resolution it's reading from Wine is 640 by 480 because this is 1080p, which we're running. So that's why it's not filling the screen. No, I don't think so. I think we'll just get into options here and then just change it manually. I think we could do like a border list. There's probably something. Oh, I don't want to go through the whole intro, man. All right, we're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill it.
No one gets hurt. Go.
Quit. Let me see if I can't hit options from the first start here. And then we should be fine. So a little bit janky. off of the get-go. I mean, but overall, it looks like it's working fine. I think as long as we can fix the issue we were having with the resolution, which we should be able to just by changing it from full screen to borderless with like 1920 by 1080, I think that should fix it. Yeah, Steam's a bit easier, a little more simplistic. Don't ever buy anything through Epic Games Launcher. Epic Games Launcher is just a big pile of poo. Everyone knows how much I hate Epic Games Launcher. Yeah, that's true. Tencent owns Epic Games, which is a Chinese government company. They own Unreal Engine as well. All right. Could not establish connection. It might run in on offline only, which is weird. We'll see. Oh, it could be. Yeah. DRM anti-cheat. Although I don't know if GTA 5 has any anti-cheat. Yeah, I already have the Steam version of this. I wanted to just try it for folks that don't have the Steam version because Epic Games was just basically giving it away for free. Okay, well, whatever. Huh. All right. Oh, 1 second. Let me sign in again. Jeez. It's killing me, man. All right. All right, this is Rockstar. Yeah, Rockstar Games. Ugh. All right. Hopefully I'll be able to paste this in. I have like the most ridiculous password. All right, here we go. Remember? Oh. 1 second, gotta prove I'm not a bot again by clicking all the cars. And I failed. Oh my word. Really? Oh. This makes me never want to buy a Rockstar game. Like, this whole experience is pretty horrible. Even if I was on Windows, this is a pretty horrible experience. Like, whoever thought this was the way to make sure that they're not a bot should be shot. Like, there's so many better ways to do, like, a CAPTCHA. Oh, this is just brutal. Like, how long is this taking me? Like, 2 minutes to sign in? It's thinking. Oh, please try again later. Oh my lord. All right, let's manually type my password in. Maybe something got lost in translation. Translation. All right, I'm manually typing this password in, seeing if this works. GR. Oh, don't say my password out loud while I have to type this in. That's not a good idea. Oh, man. One second. I'm clicking on images to say I don't see a bus. Alright, and now I gotta click on all the non-bicycles in this picture. Oh, there's another bike. This is such crap. And another bike. Alright, I don't see any bikes. Alright, we're good. Try and sign in once more. Percent. Sorry, could not authenticate again. Well. All right, so the Epic Games integration is considerably different from Steam's integration because I did not have this problem on Steam. It just worked. Epic Games is having this problem. I'm going to try and authenticate with its agent in my task tray real fast to see maybe if that would bypass this. I blame Ubuntu. That's awesome. Oh, that's funny. Oh, crosswalks. Okay. I gotta pick all the crosswalks in these pictures now. Good night. I'm like ready to rage quit and I haven't even got in the game. Oh, what in the world? I like failed the CAPTCHA. Like, oh lordy. It's just so you guys see, like, it doesn't show my actual thing. So this is what I'm doing. These stupid little CAPTCHA things, like, okay, that's a crosswalk. Is there another crosswalk in here? Oh, there's a crosswalk. Yeah. Yeah, anyhow. Yes, sweetie. Okay. All right, I'm gonna sign in real fast. I'm trying to sign in real fast again. Looks like I passed the CAPTCHA this time. Once it authenticates, I should be able to probably get in there. Nah. Error response received from Epic. Please try again. If the issue continues, please contact Epic support. So it's like a Rockstar game launcher of Epic support, and it's just not working. So blame Epic, I think, on this one. If you want to play GTA 5 on Linux, apparently you need to use Steam. Yeah, a live stream.
How long have you been doing?
A couple hours. I'm gonna get off. All right. My little munchkin is here, and she is ready to eat lunch. Did you already eat lunch?
Yes.
Okay. It's even past lunch. I need to eat lunch. All right. Well, guys, Epic support, the official title from them is, you know, hey, who uses Linux? Don't buy the games on Epic at all. That's my biggest recommendation. Epic Games, still horrible. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to take off for the day. Thanks for hanging out on this live stream. We got some stuff done. We tried out GTA 5. I'll check that link, Hikari, and see what we get. Where should we raid? Let's see what we got. I'm gonna pull up Twitch, see if anybody I follow, and get some raids going. We go to somebody else's channel and raid them. Everybody that's watching me watches somebody else. It's pretty cool. All right, let's see who we got. We got, oh, we did Andy J last time. We got Sam Woodall. That's the guy that did, I don't know what he's doing, but he did this. He's the guy I got this idea from. This whole starting screen with like the blur and the sky cam right up there. So could raid him. Anybody you guys want to raid? Any Linux guys on? But thanks for hanging out, everybody. And we'll do it. We'll do some Sammy. Let's do some Sammy raid action. He's a good guy. Very, very knowledgeable. I'm gonna click on him, grab his username, and we'll do a little raid on Sam.
Okay, I'm not gonna actually have.
All right. All right, here we go. 1 second. 1 second. Patience. All right, we're queuing up. Thanks everybody again for coming out. Always a blast, always fun. I love Twitch chat and the ideas everyone comes up with. Thank you again, Michael, for all the gift subs. Always awesome. It's fantastic. Having everybody give me tips and everything as we go. So, all right, y'all. Have a good one. I'll be streaming on Friday, so I'm going to try and I'm sorry for the late stream today, but I'll definitely stream early on Friday. And with that, see y'all then.
Oh my gosh, Chris! Oh my lord! My man! How you doing, dude?
1 second. No, not yet. Let me finish this real fast.
Stream, man. Just noticed a Twitch Prime available. If you're watching in chat, you might have a free Twitch Prime available and you don't even know it. Optimus Superman, thanks so much for subbing with Prime. I really appreciate that. How you all doing? What's up, Sam? How you doing, Chris? How was your stream, brother? You're the Raiders. Hello, Raiders. You're in the middle of me working on some new alerts for Harris. I'm gonna go dupe. Put this one in here. And get rid of this one. Oh, another Optimus! You stop it now. You stop it. I don't need. I think I just need land. Need land too, don't I?
Hello.
Optimus! Tell you off soon.